The Horrible Gamers podcast may contain content not suitable for all ages. Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Horrible Gamers Podcast, show number 285. Being recorded on November the 30th, 2019. I'm one of your hosts, Jesus The Mayo, and she walks up today. I'm joined by my friend from the West Coast, the best coast, Gunny Chief Henley Merrill. Welcome back, Henley. Welcome.
What's up, guys? What's happening?
What's up?
Happy holidays.
Happy Thanksgiving, motherfucker, you.
Yeah. How was that turkey?
Pretty fucking good. And from Little Ohio with big city dreams, the Mayo, Steve Willier. Welcome.
Hey, I have the biggest dreams over here.
Biggest dreams?
Fresh off this Buckeye win over here.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
On Michigan beatdown.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, moving on now, ladies and gentlemen, let's get on to Twitter. You can follow us on Twitter @Horrible Gamers. Leave us a review on iTunes. Make sure you go ahead and do that for all the listeners out there. Leave a review on iTunes. So, just in case you didn't know this, people that leave reviews on iTunes in the UK, that's only visible in the UK. People that leave reviews on iTunes in the US is only visible in the US. Canada is only visible in Canada, etc. So make sure you leave reviews in your region. You may be the only person in your region leaving a review. So do it, because literally we get one listener from Nigeria or something, one person,
And he left
which
a
is
review.
random. He must. I don't know. I have to check if he left the review. He should. Anyways, you can also leave a thumbs up on Stitcher and follow us on Facebook at Horrible Gamers Podcast Community. There's a close group. You can find that group by finding our page, Horrible Gamers Podcast. You like the page, you can see stuff on there. We post stuff on there all the time. Links to the Discord and stuff, links to the show. And that has a link to the group. And you can also leave a review on the Facebook page. And you can support the show on the Patreons with the monies. We have lots of supporters, and we thank all of you for your support. Anyways, moving on to the supporter shout out stuff. Fuck, I gotta verify this list again. Damn it! This is getting me it's making me verify my login. Make sure you're the right person. Are you a hacker? Are you a hacker, man?
Yeah, Jesus, are you the hacker over there?
All right, I got a the patrons list, the Patreon list. All right, let's go here. Let's give a shout out to all our Patreon members. Let's give a shout out to Adam Sunday, Alan Maybe H, Bill Garner II, Brandon Willier, Brian Capessa, Chad, Commandalorian, David Snyder, Evan Tanaka, Henley M, Jesse Kraft, John Jerome, Jonathan D. Hall, Jonathan Arcelo, M. Paulo, Mechmod, Pork Chop Poo, my boy, Robbie Wheat, The Mayo, Salvator, and Vader Holic. Thank all of you for your support on the show. And
Thank you, guys.
Thank you guys. I fucking love all of you. All of you. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Anyways, you can also support the show. If you don't want to give us money, you can give somebody else money by heading on over to Stitcher, stitcher.com/premium is where you go and sign up for a premium podcasting experience. Right, Mayo? Right?
Say it, Mayo.
Right. Say it, Mayo. Premium podcasting experience, Mayo. I can't hear you. Anyways.
We can't hear him.
Yeah,
Technical difficulties here.
Technical difficulties over there. Mayo's disconnected.
I'm back.
Oh, now we hear you. What the fuck did you do?
I was muting. You caught me mid-drink real quick over here, and then
mid-gulp.
New programming over here, trying to figure this stuff out. It wasn't coming back right away. So
yeah,
but yeah, anyways, we're talking premium experience.
Super premium, super fucking premium, mega premium. But anyways, you can sign up for premium access on Stitcher for only $4.99 a month or $34.99 a year. Get on over to Stitcher.com/premium and sign up today. When you use promo code Horrible Gamers, that's Horrible Gamers, all caps, no spaces, you get 1 month for free on your monthly plan, and or you get 13 months on your yearly plan. You know, like they just add a month to the end of those 13 or 12 months. So there you go. Get yourself a free month by signing up for using promo code Horrible Gamers on Stitcher, Stitcher.com/premium. That's right. Go now. Get yourself an ad-free experience. I hate ads, and yeah, you know, why not? Go sign up. Go sign up. Go right now, motherfucker. You go
on it.
And another way you can support the show, Mayo. Another way, right? We got all these ways to support the show. We got Patreon. We got Stitcher. Another way you can support the show is by hitting over to Redbubble, and like I'm doing right now, you type in Horrible Gamers in the search bar. You see us on there. You see our logo. You click on that logo. Click on that. Yeah. Oh yeah. Nice. And you can see our T-shirts. You can buy a white T-shirt, a long sleeve T-shirt, a short sleeve T-shirt, a white and black T-shirt, a black T-shirt. You buy yourself anything really. These are premium made T-shirts, ladies and gentlemen. Premium made, as well as a block, a rock, and a sock, and a Glock.
A Glock?
I see you're paying attention. You know you cannot buy a Glock. Cannot buy a Glock. It'd be nice.
That's our other
pretty
website.
cool if you could, though. Yeah, it'd be cool if you could, though. Anyways, yeah. Go buy some stuff. Just go. There's like a bunch of stuff you can buy there. A bunch of stuff. Right, Mayo? Right?
Yes, all sorts of goodies.
We got men's departments. Let's see here. I just clicked on the men's. We got women's. Clicked
kids,
on that
we have
one.
some for kids. Juniors.
We have kids. What the fuck? There's a kids section.
Yeah, we can send Ryan some little kids clothes.
Little kids T-shirts. Look at this. You can buy a kids T-shirt with our logo on it. And that's actually pretty cool. I legit didn't know that. We also got some wall art. Oh my. Let's see. I'm clicking on the wall art link right now.
We need some tapestries. I don't know what they're called now.
This looks nice.
Something you can hang out your RV when you're going camping.
Under the accessories, you get yourself a nice little tote bag. So when you go like shopping or something, you know all these places nowadays, they want to charge you for plastic bags.
Oh yeah, 5 cents, 10 cents.
Yeah, buy yourself a Horrible Gamers bag and just put all your shit in there. Be like, nah, motherfucker, I got my Horrible Gamers bag. Fuck you and your 10-cent bag. Anyways, we're done with all that. Give a quick shout out to Fowler and Twistix for letting us use their song for the intro of the show, Breakout, special HGP remix, and Broke for Free for letting us use their music from Night Owl. Thank you, Broke for Free, and Twistix and Fowler. Anyways, guys, I want to talk about something.
Yes.
Yes.
Video games.
Yeah.
Woo!
Hell yeah.
Woo!
Man, just just feeling out of my element today, and just coming back home and walking through the door, and here we are at the show, but excited to talk about video games.
Yeah, video games. Anyways, I played some games this week, guys. I played some more games. Right now, the big thing going on during this 4-day weekend for some of us is Call of Duty is holding a double XP event all weekend long from Thursday to Monday morning. Pretty much this double XP event is double XP for everything. So double XP for your weapons and for your like regular progression and rank. So take advantage of that, people. It's easy to rank up your weapons during this double XP. So yeah, I've been working on my AK-47 and a few other guns. I think I've been working on the M13. But yeah, no, that's really it. Oh, and I actually finished a co-op mission.
Oh, did you? You got it done?
Yeah, I got one. I actually finished two of them, Gunny. So, anyways, so there was one that I always wanted to do because I wanted to unlock the operator for the multiplayer. And he's the cool looking dude. He has like a net over his head and shit. It's like whatever. Like it's just a character you unlock for the multiplayer. But anyways, you have to do this co-op mission that's in the airport. The one that I told you guys that me and the other dudes just getting killed the first time I ever tried it. Well, I got in there, and somehow the people that I got in there with, like one of them or a couple of them, already knew what they needed to do to get kind of past the first part, like right away. So like, I just followed this dude up to like this on ramp of a freeway, and he just like had his fucking sniper rifle and he had like an M4 or something with a suppressor on it, but he also was carrying a sniper rifle with a suppressor on it. So we like ran up there real quick. We just taking everybody down with the fucking sniper rifle. And then we got onto the rooftop. We like hacked the little laptop thing that was up there without setting off the alarm. We didn't set off any alarms. We were just like, it was like fucking SEAL Team 6 and shit, dude.
Nice.
So we get up there. We like disable their communication system or something. Like they can't call for backup anymore. So we disable that. And then we get into the airport and we start fucking the people up, fucking shooting everything. Everything's getting shot up. And then, we were killed a few juggernauts in there. There's like 2 or 3 of them in there that show up. We kill them. And then we hacked the laptop at the terminal to find out where the airplane is. And then it's like, the airplane's getting ready for takeoff. You need to get to the runway and jump on the plane like a big ass 747 or whatever. So we're running out there, right? And we get on these quads and we're fucking riding the quads across the fucking airport. And like the map is huge, dude. Like these co-op maps are like big. They're not like little tiny fucking things. They're like we went from like an open field to a freeway to on top of a parking garage to an airport, through the airport to the tarmac. We're driving these fucking 4-wheelers down the tarmac. And next thing you know, like these fucking assholes, like the enemies or whatever, they show up in like pickup trucks. And they're like driving next to us, trying to shoot us, and we're fucking just taking them out. And we're running out of ammo, like we're pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
But we're still pushing through. And we drive like the pick, because we all jumped into a pickup truck. And we drove the pickup truck onto the airplane on the on-ramp. Like we just fucking drove it in there. And then it's like, okay, you guys made it. And then it's like, once we made it in there, the door closes for the airplane and it takes off, right? And it's taking off, and then a loading screen happens, and then it shows you like inside the back of the airplane. And now it tells you like, okay, you guys have exactly 3 minutes to find the nuclear weapon core. There's like a nuke on the airplane or something. There's a nuclear warhead on there. And we got to find this, like, we got to find it, and then we got to take out the core, and we got to jump out of the airplane with the core. So it's like, okay, you got 3 minutes to do this. So like we're going through the airplane 2 by 2, like 2 of us are on the left side, 2 of us on the right side of the seats. And we're just trying to fucking shoot our way through the fucking airplane. And it's like, as the airplane is going, there's turbulence. So like the airplane will like fucking real quick, it'll shake, and your guy will like fall over and you'll fall into the seats and shit. And then you have to like stand up again and keep shooting. And then every so often the fucking plane will just like fucking drop or go up, and like your guy will be like falling over. You can't aim right. Your aim will be all shaky. And then there's a juggernaut on the plane. Like once you open like this door, you gotta like you put C4 on this door to open like this door up in the front of the plane, and it blows up the door. And this big ass dude with the fucking juggernaut suit and a machine gun, he's fucking shooting everything, and you have to take him out. And then we go down to the cargo hold, and you grab the nuclear like core. One of you has to carry it out, and like it shows you like you can't shoot when you're the one carrying it. I was the first one to carry it out, so I grabbed it, and I'm walking. He's like, walk to the back of the plane and get ready to jump. And it's like, what? So like, yeah, sure enough, you walk to like the back of the fucking plane, and there's like a little door on the bottom, like for like where they load the luggage or whatever. And the dudes are putting the C4 on there, like your teammates or whatever, their squad can put C4 on it. And then it blows out the door, and it shows you like you have to like jump out. And as you're jumping out, you like look back, and the fucking airplane blows up. Like, it's like a fucking James Bond movie, dude.
Awesome.
And then you land on the bottom. You land in like this airplane, like it's like a scrapyard or something, but it's full of like old airplanes. And then it tells you like, okay, you guys have to defend the core. And it tells you like for like 5 or 10 minutes, like we're sending a helicopter to extract you guys, but you got to defend the core. Like you pretty much the goal is don't let the enemy grab it and take it away. And the first time we failed miserably. Yeah, we failed fucking miserably. Like we landed, and I landed in like the middle of everybody.
Yeah.
And there's fucking juggernauts and like a bunch of people spawning and like there's a ton of people, Gunny. Like I'm talking, you probably kill like 500 people on the mission. There's like just hundreds of people coming at you, just like, and you have to constantly be like killing these guys. And the juggernauts will once in a while come in and they'll fuck with you a little bit. There's dudes with RPGs, and like then for a part of that mission in that fucking scrapyard, a helicopter shows up, and like it's like some dude in a fucking gunner, like on a helicopter shows up, and he's like fucking shooting at you from the helicopter. You gotta take out the helicopter or whatever. All these kinds of crazy shit is going on.
So there's probably a place. There's probably a place where you probably should land versus where you actually landed. I assume.
Yeah, we landed. The first time we failed. The second time we made it that far, we actually like got there pretty quick. We got to that part of the mission pretty quick because we ran through the airplane part like super quick. And then we hit the core pretty good, like inside an airplane, like because the airplane scrapyard. So we put it inside like this plane thing. We were just defending the outside of that little thing for like ever. I swear we fought for like 10 minutes straight in that spot. And then, sure enough, like right at the end, it was like, okay, helicopters in ETA 1 minute. This is the location for extraction. It tells you like where to go. So like, sure enough, I have to pick up the fucking core. No, like my buddy picked it up, the dude that was with us, and he's running, he's running to the exit. And like, me and the other dudes are just like behind them, just trying to like kill everybody that's like chasing. Like there's people just coming out of everywhere, just like chasing us. You know what I mean? So we're like taking a few steps, turning around, shooting back. Turn around, keep running a little bit. Turn around, shoot back. It's like every 2 steps we have to turn around and keep shooting at people. And then we made it to the helicopter, and I jumped on the helicopter, the one that we're supposed to get out of there with. I jumped in there, and I'm taking these guys out because they keep climbing up the ladder to get to the fucking platform. And it was fucking nuts. And then we had to leave 2 dudes behind.
Yeah.
Because they weren't listening. We're like, dudes, get on the fucking helicopter. And then the helicopter's like, oh, we're ready to take off. Are you guys ready to take off? And like, they're like, no, don't take off.
Well, that's good.
Too late, we're gone.
2 of you have to be on the plane, or at least the guy with the...
At least the guy with the core has to be on the plane. And we already loaded the core onto the helicopter or whatever. And it's like, okay, you guys need to jump on for extract. And I jumped in there, and the other dude jumped in there, and we're just shooting these guys, trying to give them cover. And I think they just didn't know where to go, or they were just overwhelmed with enemies around them. Right. So the helicopter just took off and left them. But it's still like everyone got like mission completed for that. So it's like, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
And I think we ended up getting like I think we got 2 or 3. I think we got 3 stars for that. So that was like, it was really cool doing all that. I was like, holy shit, like that is wild. You know what I mean? Like this was like a 20-30 minute long mission, but like it felt like a meaty mission. Like it felt long, it felt like a campaign mission.
Yeah,
like
that's hard as hell with 4 people.
Yeah. Like it really is hard. It's not like a thing where like you're just gonna run through there and you're gonna have like we're all gonna be having fun and it's gonna be super easy. No.
Yeah, I can't remember who I did one with one time, and we just went in just guns blazing. There's one where you have to go to the big like sports arena, or there's like a big dome.
Yeah.
And we go there and we just blindly run in, and I can't remember who was with me, but we had 2 random people and there's somebody else with me, and we would take turns dying basically, and we'd be rezzing each other, and people just kept coming and coming and coming, and I'm like, there has to be an end to this. And next thing you know, there's a helicopter coming in, and we were just getting mowed down, and we ended up stopping. And it was late at night though.
That's
the last time I
same exact
played
thing.
it.
And then I tried that mission next, that first one, the one with the stadium or whatever. And
yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. And we got to the stadium part. Actually, it got to the point where we got to the 3rd or 4th server thing that you have to take down. And it's like, okay, you can call it the gunship. And like me and I called in the gunship. And I'm trying to take out all these tanks and shit. But we still, like, our guys got overwhelmed, dude. Like, I didn't know there was enemies on foot. I thought it was just the tanks. And there was a ton of enemies on foot, and my guys couldn't protect me because they were trying to watch my back as I used the fucking, I'm using the kill streak. Yeah, because I'm in the
That's
AC
cool.
130. I'm like the guy shooting the guns in the fucking big airplane. Right? I'm like shooting the tanks because there's like 6 tanks that spawn, and they start pushing up towards you, and it tells you like take out the tanks. But it has the tanks highlighted with like little markers, like they're glowing or whatever. But it doesn't show anybody on foot.
Oh yeah.
So I didn't know there was like people pushing in on foot, coming in closer to my guys, and like, they got fucking wrecked.
It's not like a thermal view of them. Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't like a thermal view. I'm assuming like maybe I could have toggled it or something and switched between different views, and maybe I would have seen them, but I wasn't. I was too focused on taking out the tanks.
That's cool though.
We got fucking
I gotta
wrecked.
play that.
and then I tried another mode. It's called Classic Spec Ops. So the one that I talked about, the airplane and that stadium one. Those are like the Spec Ops for Modern Warfare for this one. And then there's another mode called Classic Spec Ops. And in this mode, you don't pick the mission that you go into. You kind of just randomly get matchmaked into this like mission. And the first one that I got matchmaked into was pretty much me and like another dude and this other guy. It was 3 of us. And the one dude, as soon as we spawned in, he ran over to this crate and he picked up a kill streak. And the kill streak was he gets to fly a helicopter around the map, which is pretty cool in my opinion. He gets to fly a helicopter around the map, and he gets to like provide air support for us. You know what I mean? Because there's tons of people on the ground.
Nice.
And me and the other guy on the ground, we have to go through like a town, like a village, and we have to take out of all the people like they're coming at us with guns and shit. You know, people coming at you with guns and shit, like tons of them, Gunny. Like I'm talking about hundreds again. Nice. They're coming at you with guns, and not just that, but like you got to clear out buildings and shit. Like we got to go into buildings and clear them out. So it's like you and your buddy have to like stack up on the door, and then, all right, you ready? Okay, let's go. And then you're going into the fucking building, and you're clearing them out, and you got to find these laptops, and you're getting like this intel. Like you go up to a laptop, and you're like hacking it, and you're fucking hacking it. And then it's like, okay, we got the intel. We got to move on to the next location. And you grab the fucking shit, put it away. Then you're running to the next fucking building, which is like, I don't know, 2 blocks away or whatever. So you're shooting your way there. And then like the last building is inside this mansion, this palace. It's one of the multiplayer maps actually. Is the one with the palace in the middle. Oh, there's like fucking 3 or 4 juggernauts in that building.
Oh jeez.
So as soon as you like, it doesn't show them at first until you start like going up the ladder or you walk into the building. Then all of a sudden on your mini map, you see like 4 things light up, 4 triangles or whatever, and it's like all juggernauts, and they're just fucking relentless. They just like they don't give a fuck. They just run after you.
Yeah.
And yeah, so like next thing you know, you're like running back outside while you're getting shot at. And you're trying to get your helicopter's attention so you can shoot down the juggernauts, and that motherfucker's too busy trying to get kills. You know, he's like over there fucking around killing other shit, and I'm like, go over here, motherfucker, shoot these guys. Like, wait away. It's fucking nuts. And yeah, so that's classic Spec Ops, and then there's another one in Spec Ops where you have to go in and rescue I think you have to extract a doctor. I'm assuming it's from that hospital map in the campaign. You have to extract a doctor, and you pretty much have to keep her or him. I don't know if it's a good girl or a guy. You got to keep them alive and escort them out. Like you're like a rescue team sent in there to get them out. And I think those are the ones that are based on stars as well. Like you just get stars on these. So it's like, oh, you get 3 out of 3 stars or 2 stars or 1 star or whatever. But yeah, so I'm liking the co-op. It seems way more fixed now though, Gunny. Like in the beginning, the first time I ever played that fucking airport map thing, the first time I ever did that, and the alarm went off on that rooftop, it was like impossible to get past it. And I don't know if it's because the people are better at the game now. You know, people have actually played it more, and people know how to, I don't know, shoot, I guess.
Yeah.
Or if it's because they lowered the difficulty and like maybe lowered the amount of people that spawn in or how fast they spawn in or something. I don't know what it was.
Yeah, because when me and Jonathan played it, we were like...
It seemed easier.
I think obviously we had no idea what we were doing. And then the other squad, the other 2 guys, which you can hear them within mic, but I think me and John were in a party. I mean, they were just going straight for the directive. And we were like, do we follow them? Well, what do we do? What's happening in this game, you know? So yeah, obviously people know more about, how to complete these campaigns or spec op missions. Co-op missions they are. So yeah, they're a lot of fun. That's where I'm going to probably make up the money I spent purchasing on this game.
Yeah, when we were all in separate directions and on that Coliseum one, I can't remember who I was playing with, but we were on one side of the map and they were way over by the Coliseum, and we're like, oh, we should probably meet up with those guys and go help them.
Yeah.
They're probably cursing us.
Yeah, because there were tons of enemies, man. I mean, they weren't hard to kill, but you had to get a lot of headshots and you had to keep moving. That was the key.
Yeah.
So anyways, that's Call of Duty. That's my experience for me this week. I'm level 130 now in the multiplayer. Still kicking ass. There was a match that I was playing the other day. I was playing a match, dude, and these guys were so. I had this one dude so mad at me, dude. Every time I killed him, he was like, "That fucking Jesus!" He was just like going off on me every fucking time I killed him. Because like on the PC, you can hear people where they're talking shit on the Xbox or the PS4.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I think these guys were on Xbox and PS4. This lobby that I was in, and these people were fucking pissed, dude. They were like, "That motherfucker!" Just so fucking mad,
he
dude.
killed me.
They didn't run from a golden gun.
Well, the thing is, I wasn't staying in one spot. Every time I would kill this guy, I knew where they were spawning on the map. I knew they're spawning on this side of the map, and I know, like, okay, I killed him over here, so he's probably going to run to that same area. So I'm going to stand over here now. And I would run across the way and stand over there, and I would wait for him to pop up. And sure enough, he would pop up, and I'd shoot him from a different direction, and he would be pissed because I was shooting him from, like 4 different places. He didn't know where I was going to be. It's just something you learn from playing the game. You know where people spawn and you know where they're gonna usually run through, and it's pretty much what it came down to. Is I knew the map and I knew where he was gonna run through, so I would just hide in different spots, and this dude was just fucking raging, dude.
It was like
I fucking hate you. I ended up getting I think it was 27 kills or something in that match, and I ended up dying like fucking 5 times. I go pretty positive sometimes. Sometimes it'll be like close where I only get like a 1.0 KD, but a lot of the times my KD is like 2.5 or more. Like it's pretty high. Yeah, motherfucker. Awesome. Yeah.
COD.
What's up, Gunny? You want to 1v1 me, bro?
No, I'm good, man. Hey, but that reminds me of playing that ground war, which I like because I'm more about that battlefield style type thing. But I think it's like when you're at Adam or Bravo or whatever, you're up top, you're in that warehouse. There's that stationary weapon right there. It's like every time I'd go for that stationary weapon because I would spawn on, somebody in my own squad in Call of Duty.
Yeah. And
if he dude named Red Panda's like on the other side of the warehouse, right? And you just like he knows I'm going for that stationary weapon. Like, brrr, like I'm dead. But it was still fun. I kept going back to it. Like, I don't care. I'm going to fucking kill you.
Dude, I kind of was digging the ground war mode the other day. I was playing it, and me and Native were playing. And I would be like near the top of the leaderboard. And Native was like 0 and 15. He's like, fuck. He's like, I'm sorry, Jesus. I don't know what's going on. I'm like, it's all right, dude. He's like, yeah, I just been off. And he was just like way off.
Yeah.
He was getting like 1 kill and dying like 17 times. I'm like, dude, what's going on tonight, man? This is not your usual performance. And he's like, yeah, I don't know, man. He's like, he's like, when you just want a game and you get on the game, but you're not doing good. He's like, that's what's happening to me right now. I'm like, yeah.
I can go 2 and 17, 2 kills, 17 deaths, no problem.
But usually, like, Native is one of the better players that I game with. He's fucking pretty good at Call of Duty, especially in hardcore. And I think it was just the fact that, like, Ground War doesn't have a hardcore mode. It's just normal, like, regular core,
Yeah, there's people everywhere.
And it takes more bullets to kill people, and then this UAV is up, and all this shit's, like, always going. Kill streaks are always going.
Yeah,
and
there's
I think
multiple
he's more used
enemies coming from the left, coming from the right, coming straight at you.
Yeah, and he's used to I think he's just used to the pacing of of hardcore where everything's a little bit more slower and you can think out. You know, like, oh, okay, got a little bit more time to think here. At least I think that's what it was. That's what I'm gonna blame.
Yeah.
Anyways. But besides all that, Call of Duty, fun stuff, people. I've been playing some more Red Dead Online. I've been playing some of the more bounty hunter modes. Did a pretty cool bounty today, one of the legendary bounties. I had to get this guy in the swampy areas of the map near Saint Denis. And pretty much, yeah, it was kind of a bitch getting this dude. I had to kill him. The problem is I didn't want to kill him. But he was like running at me with the gun, shooting at me, and I was just in the mode where like I'm shooting all the enemies because there's a bunch of enemies around me, and I accidentally headshotted him, and I was like, "Oh fuck, you're the guy I'm supposed to arrest." Oh, sorry, guys, sorry. And pretty much what happened was I just said, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna just take his dead body," and I took his dead body and turned him in. Got a good bounty for it.
So you only get so much, a percentage of what it should have been, or does it matter? Okay, let me ask you this, Jesus. Is there like a dead or alive bounties, or is there only alive bounties? How does that work?
Yes, there is only alive bounties. For example, today I did one where this dude, he was wanted. The crime that he committed was he robbed a bunch of people or something, but he didn't kill anybody. He was just like a thief. He robbed a bunch of cows from his former boss or some shit like that. Robbed a bunch of cows or horses or something. So his former employer was like charging him with theft or whatever, but they were also paying a reward for his arrest. But as soon as I started the mission, it said you shouldn't kill this guy. Like, you can kill him, you could, but the bounty, you're not gonna get a bounty if you kill him. So you're gonna bring him back, and we might pay you like $2 for killing him, but we're not gonna like reward you for killing him. We want him alive, you know. Mm-hmm. So like they wanted him alive. So like I had to show up to like this ranch in like the middle of roads, the town roads. You guys probably don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, but some people might. Anyways, I show up to roads and I hide in this area because it tells you to wait. It tells you like find a good scouting location, and you gotta like find like a little high up balcony or something. So I went to like this house next door in this window in this balcony, and I'm fucking just sitting there with my rifle. And it's like, okay, now you have to wait for the target to show up, and like the dude shows up on his horse, and he gets off of his horse, and he's talking to the people. He's bullshitting like his gang. And then I walk up to his gang, dude, and he's standing there next to like, it's probably like 7 dudes, and they're all just standing there, and like they look over at me like, "What are you doing here? You ain't supposed to be around here." And I just go into that Deadeye mode, and I just click on all their heads, like all their heads just light up right with the little markers, and my dude just pulls out his fucking rifle. He's like, just fucking takes them all out like in one like swoop. Dude just takes out like 7 dudes, and the guy that I'm supposed to arrest, he just fucking takes off. He's like, "Oh shit!" He takes off running, and now his like buddies come out of like the fucking horse stalls in the house. They all start coming out and shooting at me, and I was like in the middle of like the fucking road, just fucking shooting everyone. Like, fucking shooting everything, and then I finally went to the dude and I lassoed his ass and I fucking hogtied him and threw him on the back of my horse, and I rode out of there. Yeah, and I took him back to jail, and he was alive. So that was cool, man.
That sounds like a cool mission.
Yeah. So yeah, I've been having a lot of fun doing that. It's just, the game's still crashing for me on the online. And that's unfortunate because that's really all I want to play. I do kind of want to play the campaign again, but I'm like really slow on that this time around. I just really want to play the fucking...
Maybe because you beat it like 4 times already?
Yeah.
Or you played it so much. Yeah.
I played the shit out of that campaign, dude. Like I played so much of it that I know pretty much everything. And yeah, there's new missions that I should probably go back and experience. I just don't know where those missions are going to appear. So yeah, I have to play the whole game again to see where those missions are, and it's like, fuck.
I did do a couple missions myself this week, and I did the one where you finally shoot up the town. You free the guy that was he was going to be hanged, and you like tie a cable to the cell, and it like breaks open the wall, and he gets out and he starts shooting up the town, and you're shooting everybody with him. I was able to get that mission done, And I did have something, I can't remember what I was doing. I was traveling somewhere, and I was on my great white Arabian horse, and I'm running along full speed, and I'm running along a pathway, and I did something, and there were some people coming at me, and I ran into the guy and killed him. And so there was a guy traveling with him, and so he's like, "Oh, murder," or something like that. So he takes off running.
Yeah,
and
kill him.
He got away. Like, I didn't even bother going after him. And next thing I know, here comes like like the police coming after me, and I get into a gunfight with like 4 or 5 people along the side of this road. Kill all them guys. I'm like being a greedy individual that I am. I'm over looting them for everything I can. And then another group of police come, and I end up killing all those. And it just was like this big body count. My wanted level got really high. I can't remember what my bounty was, but it was really bad because it was all in that same area of that town. So like from the town of all the people I killed in the town, and then all the cops I killed, and the guy I inadvertently ran into with my horse. But
and
that game is just so much fun, though.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I know you can go
one day.
You can go to that
What was that?
station.
Wait till you go to sleep one day and you wake up and there's like 10 fucking cops around you. That's gonna happen. It will, because I've done that before. Like I had like I went on a shooting spree just for like the fuck of it. I like shot up everyone in Saint Denis or something. Or one of the cops pissed me off. He was talking shit to me, and I talked shit back to him. I was like, "You stupid fucking asshole!" And he's like, "What'd you say to me?" And he pulled out his gun and tried to shoot me, and I shot him. The next thing you know, I killed like the entire police force in Saint Denis. So like I went to sleep in a campground that I made like in the middle of nowhere, like the swamps. The next thing you know, I woke up and like you see like the whole edge of my fucking mini map was lit up red. The entire like whole like one side. And I opened up my mini map, and there was like 30 dudes coming after me, man. Like 30 bounty hunters. They were just like all on like this huge group of dudes. They were just like looking for me. And they're like, "Oh, we think he went this way." And I jumped out of a tree and I fucking shot them all. Yeah, what's up, motherfuckers? So be ready for that, Mayo. They're gonna come after you unless you pay off your bounties. Then
even if
I'll be ready.
Even if your wanted level is still low, I feel like you could only stop for, no less than. I'm trying to think back. It was like, just sitting there for like a few minutes. There's still like a small posse coming after you. So it was like it was almost annoying.
Yeah, I think I ended up.
Where I just had to go to a station, whatever it was, like any train station would work, to pay off that bounty.
I think I had a change of clothes on me at the time, and I just changed my clothes, and it lowered my level, at the time. And then I just ran for a while, and I just left to go. And then just being paranoid, I didn't want to get in any other situations when I was traveling. I just put my mask on. I don't know if that matters or not, but if I get by other people, I just put my little mask on so they wouldn't recognize me.
Yeah, you can do that too. Like, I think that will, like, lessen the just the chances of them, like, just appearing behind you, There he is, like, wait, where'd you guys come from?
You will get fucked over, though, sometimes, man. People will recognize you, or, like, something will happen where the next you know, there's, like, 20 bounty hunters coming after you in this one area, and you're like, fuck! Not now, damn it. I'm doing a mission. Leave me alone.
That would always get me. And then the cool part about it was, too, where maybe you'll run into this, too, where you're like, yeah, I'm gonna go pay that bounty off. I don't want these guys on my tail. I know they're gonna be chasing me forever. And then before you know it, like there's a posse of like 10 of them, right? And you're just like, fuck it, guns blazing, boom, boom, boom. And you just take out all 10. You're like, hell yeah. Oh wait, my wanted level's up even higher now. It's like, crap. What do I do? I'm an outlaw. Just totally in the game.
Yeah. I'm proud to say, though, that I have actually now reached Bounty Hunter level 3. Yeah.
Nice. Now, are you going to do any other jobs, Jesus? I know you want to do the campaign again, but any other jobs interest you besides this one?
So I found the other ones that, like, they keep, like, telling me to go and sign up to do the other ones. I just don't want to be a treasure hunter. I don't want to be Indiana Jones in this world. You know what I mean?
Bounty Hunter seems like the most
not my
interesting
thing. It doesn't seem like my type of thing.
With you.
I don't want to be a fucking stupid Indiana. Oh, I'll find some treasure in this hidden tomb.
Or
fuck
hunting
all
animals,
that.
like the hunter or whatever.
Yeah,
That
or
is
being a
something that
hunter.
interesting.
Like I don't want to be a hunter. Like I know people that are out there doing that because I always run into them in the lobbies. I'm like, I'll be like riding my fucking horse through like an area, and I see some dude in the middle of a field just shooting ducks out of the air or something. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing out here? And then they'll look at me and they'll just be hunting like ducks. I'm out
It's
here
duck
hunting
season.
ducks. That's like their thing or whatever, right? That's what they like to do. Or like they go fishing and shit. I'm like, I just want to shoot people and arrest people and beat people up.
That you know why? It's because you're an American,
Yeah.
according to
my,
Kojima.
my Western tendencies to just shoot shit. Speaking of Kojima, I have not played more Death Stranding than I really should. I really should. I'm still in that same spot.
Are you falling off this FedEx wagon, are we?
No, the thing is, I got so caught up on Star Wars that I was like, I want to play Star Wars, and I got so caught up in it that I don't know what to do now. Where I don't know what to do. So
Do I
hopefully,
need to pick this up, Jesus? Or should
Death
I wait?
Stranding.
Yeah, Death Stranding. Do I need to wait for this?
You're not gonna like it. You didn't like Red Dead. You're not gonna like it.
I love Red. Well, I didn't care much for the first Red Dead. Red Dead Redemption 2 is amazing.
Nah, you didn't really you talk so much shit on Red Dead Redemption 2, motherfucker. You.
Not me. We're talking Ryan here.
Motherfucker, you! How fucking dare you?
I think I remember him not liking it a little bit too on the show when I
What?
listened.
Yeah,
Oh my
all
gosh,
that
somebody's
shit
gonna pull
talking
up
you
the
did.
audio and play it for me. But
Yeah, motherfucker, you. I just don't think you will. It's pretty much just what I'm saying is if you didn't like Red Dead Redemption 2 because it was too slow, or you don't like petting the horse, or whatever the fuck bullshit excuse you're gonna make, Death Stranding is not a game for you. It's the same type of game where like everything's so deliberate and everything's so calculated, where it's all meant for somebody who wants to play the game in a slower pace and who's willing to commit to that type of environment, that type of like a simulation almost. You know what I mean? Like you're willing to commit to that. And if you're not into that type of stuff, then you're not gonna like it. If you're just like, if all you play is like Gears of War or Call of Duty or PUBG or shit that's like super intense, super fast, all the time you're dying, all the time you're killing shit, I think Hideo Kojima's right. You're not gonna like this.
yeah.
And I think that's what he meant. I think that's what he meant when he said that Americans or whatever, or North Americans don't understand the game because we are so entrenched into Western culture with our guns and our violence.
True.
And I think what he meant is we see so much of it, and we do consume a lot of violent games in this country. We do. I mean, it's not a. I'm not going to deny that. It's the truth. But it's what we like. You know what I mean? It's fun.
I was listening
It's fun to shoot shit.
I was listening to another podcast where they were talking about, or he was talking about the different IGNs around the world, right? Where obviously IGN Taiwan, IGN Japan all gave it, high scores, like very high scores, over 9s.
Mm-hmm.
9.5. Some gave it at like 9.8. So, in America and, probably, I mean, that's why it only got whatever it received. What, 8.5 or something? I don't know.
Like a 6.5 or something?
No. That was the lowest. I forgot who that was. Somebody gave it a 6.5. But it was like one outlet.
I don't agree with that score. I think the game is definitely like an 8 or a 9 even. The game is good, and I do really, really enjoy it. And I haven't had the time to go back to it because I've been playing so much other shit, man. For example, Mayo, this week I played some more Beat Saber.
Oh, nice! Did you get some updates then?
So there's a new thing in Beat Saber where quite like that in the new soundtrack. This newest soundtrack adds a few songs. I think one of them is from what's that fucking band? Panic at the Disco. I think it's one of them.
Yeah,
my daughter likes that band.
I think I saw a lot on Twitter.
The other one is the song from The Greatest Showman, the movie, or that song. So they added The Greatest Showman. They added another song and some other, like four songs for like $4 or $5. And I bought that pack. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna support these guys. They need to put more music on here. Maybe if I buy these packs slowly but surely. Maybe they'll start adding more music to the game. So I ended up buying that, and they actually added a new track, a new like set of tracks for free to the game too. So they added like this new, I think it's electronic music, or what the fuck is it called? Like,
Yeah,
it's
I
like,
can't remember what it is.
it's like techno or some shit. You know, like it's like some fucking crazy music. But that pack is pretty cool because when you click on that pack, you can actually change your lightsabers to like yellow and pink. And the blocks are yellow and pink, and like the lasers in the background are yellow and pink and shit, and it's fucking cool looking. And that one's free, so I was playing the shit out of that. Yeah.
I have a new map. Using the mods, there's this one song I found that somebody made, and it is really cool. So like how when you have to cut a block a certain direction, they'll string a bunch of them together, and they'll make like a circle. So you have to cut in like a circular pattern. So you're kind of swinging down and around and coming back up, and then you got to kind of swing across your body with the other color. And so they give you some like circular spiral motions you got to cut. It's really cool to kind of add to it that I haven't seen in the base game. This is the mod that somebody designed, and it's really cool. It actually has probably become my favorite level.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, like that circle shit. Yeah,
it'll have like going across and spiral. And
yeah, I was playing this, and yeah, the music is pretty good, and then I'm still having fun with it. And now you can change the lightsabers to any color you want in any of the maps, like any of the songs. You can just pick. You can be like, I want a green and a red lightsaber, and you can just switch the colors, or you can have them like just do different shits to them.
Did it mess you up at first? It did me for a second. Like, was it different colors? Because I was so ingrained. For me, it was like, so I was so ingrained with the red and the blue. And then when it went to I want to say it was like you said, the pink and was like gold or something like that.
Yellow, yeah.
Yeah, but it kind of threw me off for a second. Every once in a while, I'd have to think which one was my right, which was my left.
Yeah. And as far as the campaign, man, I'm still stuck. I'm stuck. Like I'm at the end. I'm at the end, and I'm stuck, and I don't know what to do. I don't know how to get past it. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, I actually
every single song I could try to pass, it's all hard. It's all like move your hands 100 meters, or like you can't fail. Like you gotta like play this song perfect. Oh, and by the way, we sped up the song, and it's on expert difficulty, and I'm like, just like, fuck, goddamn fucking shit, fuck.
It gives me something to look forward to. I was going to tell you, I actually finally beat the one with the minimum movement. Finally.
Oh, nice.
And I was just super focused, and I was really trying to minimize my movement, and I was doing a lot of body movement with it too. And I finally got past it, and then I kind of breezed past the next couple of levels, and now like I'm on the hard difficulty, and I kind of stopped right there. I was having difficulty with one that, like you were saying, it's another one where you have to do the minimum movement, but it's on hard, and the song's a little faster. So I'm like, all right, I played for a little while at that point already, and I was like, I'm done. I'm gonna stop her now. We'll give this another attempt another day.
Yeah, I'm just. It sucks. That's the only thing that pisses me off. That shit's so fucking hard. And I don't know who the fuck designs this shit. It's like some crazy person that just loves to see people suffer, I think.
Do you have a level editor in your version, on the PlayStation version?
No. Only if you're playing the solo mode, not the campaign.
Okay, yeah, that's what I meant. Like on the solo mode, can you create your own levels?
Yeah, you can you don't create your own levels, but you can change pretty much everything in the level. I want less shit in the background going on, or more shit going on in the background, or I want this kind of lightsaber, I want this kind of block, or just different shit like that.
I don't think it's from the mod, but on the PC version, it lets you create a level, and you import a song, and you can do the blocks how you want. I haven't figured out how to do it yet. But I'm pretty sure I had that option when the mod was not even installed, and I could do it. I would click on it every once in a while, and in the VR it would be like we turn back to your monitor to finish a level editor because you can't do it in BR. And I'd have to go back to my monitor and I would do a couple things and I'd try to close out of it and just not save it. And I get back in the game, just trying to mess and see what it was. But I never actually went and got real deep into it. So maybe that's something I should try.
We'll see.
Maybe you can create them and upload them.
Besides all that, what else have I played? So I played that. That's really it. I think that's all I played this week, guys. Like I said, I'm trying to get back into Death Stranding. I played a little bit of fucking Outer Worlds today.
Oh yeah, played that.
And yeah, it's gonna be hard to get back into that. I need to restart, I think.
Yeah, if I can
or just be in the mood to read dialogue.
That's.
I wish my guy was voiced, man. I wish my guy could just talk for me. I don't want to read dialogue. I wish he would just talk, dude.
There's not a lot there because I actually, to lead off of that, Jesus, I actually played that earlier this week before I went on holiday, and I jumped in. So this was already when I spoke to the townspeople, and I went to that I'll just call it the camp because I don't remember the name of the place where that other lady was, and
the garden.
Yeah, the garden. And so when I fired the game back up, I was like inside this building with one of my followers, and I was like, "What the hell am I doing? Where am I supposed to go?" I was like, "Do I just need to start the game over or what?" But this was actually it was the power plant where I needed to divert the power. And so it all kind of clicked after maybe it only took me 10 minutes. But that was pretty cool where, I mean, the game looks great. Looks like a very modern Fallout game. But yeah, that was cool just going around killing robots and shit like that.
I've seen a commercial for it today, actually, and it was showing like a little gun where you can shrink people.
Oh,
I was
really?
like, oh, that's actually kind of cool. I'm like, I want to play it now just so I can get that gun to shrink people.
So, but yeah, I kept like...
Make them mini.
I was like running out of ammo. But again, this was like just me just kind of jumping in, hour and a half into the game, just going, what am I supposed to do? Oh, I'll just kill enemies, in this power plant.
Right.
So then it was like, but just to familiarize myself with the game, I was going back in looking at, my logs and things like that. Like, okay, I'm here to divert power. Let's do it. And so, yeah, I think I went up to the actual control room. And then I think you can talk to also your companion where you originally got her from the town. And then she was like, hey, like, again, this is all the best part about it is options, right? So she's like, look, these are townsfolks and they're really good, hardworking people. And of course, she's always going to be on their side. So it was kind of like, oh man, what I want to do. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to divert power to the town and just leave the, garden people in the dark, I guess. And so, yeah, that's what I did. But kind of going back to where it really just felt like a really good Fallout game was fighting more enemies, finding like a diverting path to, find maybe a better weapon and more loot and things like that, was getting all the way to the end of where I thought I needed to be. Like, okay, I think this is the door I need to go in. And then I go in and, oh, I know what it was. Like at that power plant, there's a guy like down below. Because I can hear him. I heard him earlier. And he was just yelling random things. So I go all the way to the bottom. I'm like, hey, what's up? What are you doing here? Oh, I got stuck here back when it all went to hell. And he's talking about how, the robots took over, shit like that. It's like, all right. So how do we get around him? He's like, oh, you can go to this terminal and kind of disable them. Or no, turn them against each other is what you can do so that they fight each other. I'm like, okay, cool. Let me go do that, right? So I go up there, go into the room that he tells me to be in, and you can get to that terminal and say, okay, go ahead and turn all the robots against each other. But then I realized, like, I already killed them all. So it should have been the first thing I did when I came in that building. But I was like, that's okay. It's all good. So there was really nobody to fight each other.
Yeah. That game is interesting because you can complete missions in any sort of order. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
literally, right now I'm in a dilemma. Right, so I have to get this thing for this guy that this person has. This lady in this big ship called Gladys. She seems to me like a type of lady that like it's kind of like a criminal mastermind or something. Like she has all this shit going. Like she knows what's going on in this ship. Well, she has this dude's thing that I need, and the dude told me if I get it from her, I can work for him. That's this corporation evil guy. He's like, you can work for me if you bring me back my thing or whatever. I'll make you like a part of my company or whatever. But I need this seal so I can put the seal, my stamp on the piece of paper to make sure that you're representing us now. So I went to the lady and she wants to sell it to me, and she wants to sell it to me for $10,000. And I'm like, I got like 500. And she's like,
Almost.
she's like, well, you need 10,000. And I'm like, okay, how about I do something for you then to get money? And she's like, okay, I'll pay you like 900 credits if you go find this thing for me. So now like I went to this place to find this thing for her, but I ended up giving that thing back to this researcher guy who was on that planet. And then I went back to the station and she's like, where's my thing? And I'm like, I gave it back to the dude. And she's like, well, why'd you do that? I'm like, cuz you told me to get it for you, but then he told me he needed it, so I just gave it back to him. And she was like, well, go find me this other thing then. And I'm just like, fuck. I'm like, and I was thinking to myself, what if I just shoot her and all her people?
Yeah,
I
could you then get that stamp?
Take that fucking thing from her, to get that fucking stamp thing from her and go give it to the dude without having to do all this shit for her. You know what I mean? And I think I can technically do that. I could just kill her and be like, fuck it. I now have the stamp. Let's go. I think that's how the game is set up. You can just literally do whatever you want. Yeah, just be like, whatever. Just fucking kill you and do what I want,
Because I assume she has it on her person, right? You could just loot her body.
Or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Or
what I'm assuming. So, like, I don't know. I noticed that in the room that she's in, though, there is a safe. And I'm wondering if I need to kill her and everybody in that room and just open the safe and maybe it's in there.
Yeah.
I don't know. See, that's the thing.
How's your
lock-picking
skills?
up. Yeah, that's the thing. They're kind of up there, like kind of up there. I don't know, man. So I don't know what to do there. So I'm like, fuck. I'm like, I guess I just grind more. I guess me and Parvati and what's the other dude? I forget his name. It's Alex or some shit. I guess we're gonna go on more adventures. More adventures, Gunny.
Nice. I'm with Parvati now. I kind of felt for her a little bit because I was telling Mayo earlier that she was talking about the townspeople and how cool they are and hardworking. I was just like, you know what? Fuck those people in the garden. Let's divert power to the city. And that's where I left off. I went back to the garden and then that's where I stopped.
Last thing I left off of, literally the last thing I did today on that game was I went to the space station where this dude told me to find him, the guy who kind of lets you out in the beginning. So I went and I found him, and then he gave me like this special gun. He's like, all right, this gun like shrinks people. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, you can shrink anything. He's like, just shrink your enemies and then you just kick them. It's like, okay.
Nice.
So like he gave me like this. He gave me this gun that supposedly is like a science gun. He's like, it's a science gun. Yeah? It may not work all the time. He's like, but it should shrink people. I'm thinking this shit's going to make somebody go big or something.
Yes. I'm thinking Rick Moranis here.
I've seen a commercial for this, actually, Jesus, and it was pretty funny.
And it shrinks people. So I don't know. I gotta go and test that out somewhere and shrink somebody.
It could be like shrink, blow up. Yeah. Enlarge. That's going to be hilarious.
It looks pretty I don't know. Like the dude he's just a funny ass character. He reminds me of Rick from Rick and Morty. He really does. He's like this weird dude. He's just like, whatever. Just a fucking scientist and do whatever I want. But yeah, we'll see, man. The game it's pretty good though so far from what I've seen. The only thing that I don't like about it is that my character isn't voiced. It's the only thing I wish was there.
And that silent protagonist role.
Yeah. Kind of read it online. Same thing.
Yep.
Character never talks. Anyways.
What else you got, Gunny?
So that was the only thing I played at home, and then was out of town for 4 days, and pretty much all I played was just phone and iPhone and some Google Pixel games.
Oh, fucking lame.
Oh, here we go. It's
Uh,
mobile Gunny
Hey, I
corner.
do my Apple Arcade, okay? I pay $5 a month for my Apple Arcade. I was playing Super Impossible Road, and yeah, that
Super Impossible.
game is freaking hard. So I didn't play that for very long.
Well, look at the name.
Yeah, and what was the other one? That golf game? The Everybody's Golf, is it? No, that's the PlayStation one. Whatever the golf game is, I know that also came to Steam as well, or the Epic Store. One of those places.
Golf It, maybe?
No, I forget. I
Is that
forgot
the
what
one?
it was. It came exclusive to Apple Arcade, but it's just that hilarious one. It's funny as hell. My kid likes it too. But besides that, a lot of Plants vs. Zombies 2 and Bloons TD Battles 6, baby. So me and my son were playing, we did co-op and then we did versus mode a lot.
So, Gunny, speaking of your phone, do you still have your Pixel?
Oh, yeah. So I still have the Pixel. I assume that, so what I did was, when I went to get the phone, right? It was like, okay, do I get the iPhone 11? Is that the newest one? Is it 10 or 11? I think it's 11, right? I believe it is. So it was the option of the iPhone 11 and then also, or it was get a Google Pixel or the Samsung, whatever their latest phone is, the one you have, Mayo. Not the Note, but the
No, that's what I have.
yeah, whatever the latest Samsung one is. So I was like, you know what? Let me get the Google Pixel because I know I can play, which is the Xbox Cloud gaming, which I can do on here anywhere outside of the house or via Wi-Fi. And then also I think also with the Google Cloud. So playing, like Stadia. So will I eventually be able to play that earlier than anybody else having the Pixel? I mean, that's the question I have.
No, probably not.
You don't think so? You think it'll come to everything all at once after this whole early founder thing is?
Beta.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless you sign up for a founder, you can probably play, but not until you sign up.
Right, because I notice it's also on iPad. So, you can also, if you're a founder, you can get a code and play on iOS devices as well. So, but to back up, I just had the, somehow it's like on a leasing program, so I get to turn the phone back in after 30 days or some shit like that through T-Mobile. So I think on the 5th of December, I'll get to change it or keep it, either one. So I haven't decided yet. May still go with Android.
Have you tried looking at the Google Play subscription? I think right now they're doing it's like $4 a month, I think, and it's like 300 games and apps.
Yeah.
I don't play them on my phone,
but yeah, it might be. I thought it was $3, but it might be $4. But no, I didn't look through
But
the
honestly,
list.
Besides all the gaming bullshit, how much are you liking the Android operating system compared to iPhone iOS?
I mean, it's okay. It's been what, like 6 or 8 years for me. I think it's been almost 7 years since.
It takes some getting used to.
It really does.
Yeah.
It's weird too because for me, I've been being an Android guy for a long time. My wife has a Pixel, and it's kind of unique compared to my phone. Like all her icons are completely different, and just the layout of her Pixel is completely different from my Note, and I don't like it as well actually. But I can see the similarities between the Google Pixel phone and the Apple phones, the way they do their apps, the way their apps kind of look. Maybe performance-wise, I don't know how they are. But they look, like they're trying to copy the iPhone. Like it's very simple and very clean looking. And I think me being more of a tinkerer, I like to tinker with things, so I'm always changing things up. Now you can see my phone. I have custom icons, I have custom backgrounds, I have ringtones for unique things. But Samsung has their own app where you can do custom icons, or you can put borders around your icons and just make them look different. So I'm always changing stuff around to my phone.
The whatever that first app that you recommend, Zedge with a Z.
Yes.
Zedge was pretty cool.
With the free, with the free backgrounds and the ringtones.
Yeah, because that's one thing. It's a little more involved on an iOS device as far as ringtones go, because you have to use iTunes and hook your phone up, and it just doesn't let you use any kind of ringtones. Where this
is nice because you just download.
Yeah, but then some of them are like, "Oh, I really like this one." Well, you got to pay for it. It's like, no.
Yeah, there's like
that one.
And that's something they added like within like the last 6 months or a year. It used to not be that way. It used to be everything on there was completely free, and then they started doing that little paywall where like, okay, now you can get these premium ones for $1.99 a piece or whatever.
Right.
And I just stick with the free ones.
They wised up and realized they could make money.
Yeah.
Oh.
So,
Imagine that.
But guys, I am dual wielding in a sense where I still have my iPhone 7 and I use it because I have the 256 gigabyte storage space in there.
Gigabyte.
Yeah, 125, whatever it might be. And so that's where I'm keeping my music, my I noticed the other thing too where my podcast using Overcast. I don't see that on Google anywhere. I didn't know it was just an iPhone thing or what, or they give it a different name.
What's it called? Overcast?
Yeah, it's called Overcast, and I do not see that in the Android store at all. So I think I'm using Stitcher on there. So I'm very slow to this change, but still, like I have.
Gunny, try Pocket Cast. I really like Pocket Cast, and it used to be one you had to pay for, and it went free.
I have Pocket Cast as well, so I'm trying different things on there. Yeah, that's the red one on there that I have. So, yeah.
Gunny, while you have a Google phone, give us a review on Google Podcasts.
Oh yeah. I actually already put HGP on there, so I'll definitely do that. Yeah, remember we did that in the beginning? Hell yeah. Review your own show.
Yeah, I need to do that actually because I don't even go to the Google Podcast. I need to.
Yeah, but overall it's good fun. I think I just wasn't used to. Either I wasn't charging it correctly or all the way because I was telling Ryan that like, God damn, the battery's.
I'm tired of hearing your stupid phone talk.
All right, so that's it for my Google phone talk.
Stupid Android phone talk. Stupid lame, hobo ass phone talk.
But hey, I did play some good Apple Arcade games this past holiday.
This is where you started off with the whole time. You started off with Apple games like 10 minutes ago.
Frogger, and yeah. What about you, man? What'd you play?
Well, we can do a group discussion here. Something I got to play at the beginning of the week this week is I got to sit down with you, Gunny, and Jesus, and we played some Overcooked.
Yeah, that was fun.
Did we forget? Yeah.
That was a lot of fun, actually. With
we definitely need to get back into this game. So, guys, we tried to do the whole Steam streaming thing. So I did the local co-op and did it online through Steam, and it worked really well. I was kind of curious to having Jesus and Gunny on from two different locations and having three people and see how well it would stream. And I think we were using Discord at the time too. I think so. Yeah. It just worked really, really well once we figured it out. Yeah, it might have been Skyping for a little bit.
We switched over, I think. Or, something. No, I think, we switched over to audio or through Skype or through Discord. So,
what do you guys think of Overcooked as a group?
Oh, dude, I fucking love it, man. That's how I've always wanted to play it that way. I mean, I always liked the game from the beginning. And the problem for me was that the only fucking person I could fucking find to play was my brother because it's local, local co-op. Mm-hmm. And having this opportunity to be able to play online with like anyone in the world, pretty much at this point, it really works. Like this is how it works, people. Pretty much, Mayo has the game downloaded on his computer. He launches it, then he invites me and Gunny, while we're on Steam, we get a little notification that says, hey, Mayo has invited you to play Overcooked with him. Do you want to accept? And we just put yes. And pretty much what happens in our thing, like that little box closes and a little window pops up and it goes full screen. and it shows like the little Steam icon. It says like wait, like please wait, we're loading or whatever. And next thing you know, it's just like boom, the stream starts, and I can see whatever's on Mayo's screen. And it doesn't, so as the person hosting it, so as Mayo's hosting it, whenever he pulls up like a Steam overlay or a message or his friends or whatever, that doesn't appear for me and Gunny. All that shows up for me and Gunny is literally the game, and that's it. So you don't have to worry about like screen sharing or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? So it's
Or
all
downloads or anything.
like privacy. The privacy is there, and pretty much like me and Gunny, we don't even have the game downloaded, and I didn't notice any lag there really, Gunny. I mean,
No.
the game was running pretty flawless for me, and I was like, holy shit, this is a lot of fun because it just works. And I was playing with the controller even, so there should be like a little input lag there. But even between all that, like with the controller, wireless, and while streaming it, it was working perfectly fine. So I honestly suggest people start giving this a chance because this is fucking incredible.
And there were...
I think too, I remember them mentioning that they on the Steam app on your phone, you can download a Steam Link basically app, and you can play on your phone now too. And they built in phone controls right on the Steam app, and you could actually play it. But what I was going to say, I think based off this information I've read, the different things I've had, I can invite anybody to play regardless of how good their computer is. So if you have a really old laptop, I'm pretty sure I can invite you because it's actually just doing the internet, the streaming, just like Google Stadia. So my PC is doing all the work. So you could get, we had a game that was like a modern graphic type game. It would be to the settings I have set on my end. Yeah. And so and like you can play with us.
So when Mayo launched it was actually saying like whatever frame rate you had it on, which I don't know if it was like 60 or 100 and something. I don't know.
Yeah, it was going up to 144 and stuff. So that was pretty cool. I would say the only issue I had was prior, Jesus, to you joining the call was, I think, Mayo, we were on Skype and we were playing Sonic Racing.
Yeah.
And I think, but then, there could be other things going on in the background, but I think it was maybe like 10 minutes in that I noticed it got fuzzy. But that was about, and then it kind of like subsided, and then, then it was working well. But still, like the controls were still there. I was still able to race.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah. The only issue, the other issue I had with it was we couldn't figure out how I can use a controller as well. So I had to use mouse and keyboard.
On the Sonic Racing, right?
Yeah, on the Sonic Racing. And so...
And that was the crazy thing, too, is that you can basically, like it was using my mouse and keyboard on my end.
Yeah.
I
think it just got confused, right? Because it's like, wait, who's controlling it? Is it Mayo or is it Gunny Chief? What side is controlling what?
Right.
So, and I thought it was pretty cool with like Overcooked, where Jesus had to press a button, and then I would have to press a button, and then you had to and then you were like completely out of it at one point, which was kind of
yeah, I lost control.
Yeah, well, because it depends on what mission you're doing, right? It could be a 2-person or a 3-person or 4, right?
No, they all should be designed for 4 people.
Yeah, they're all designed for 4. I think it was just something where I think when we got into the group, I think Gunny hit start, so he was like player 1 because you hit it first. And so I couldn't start the levels unless you did it being player 1. Even though I was the one hosting, because I think you were the first person to join in, and it just had you, because I think I was in the title screen.
I think
so.
I remember
maybe you even
like
started it. Even.
It was like that on the Xbox 360. It might be the same now with current Xbox things where whoever presses a button first gets the main controls. So if
I think
co-op. Again, this is different. This is more us sitting across the United States and 3 different locations.
I think Overcooked could be like a nice test of friendship. You get going. All right, I remember Jesus multiple times. Gosh dang it, Gunny! We need more onions, not tomatoes.
Whatever. He was a squirrel. He was a squirrel in a wheelchair, and he plowed me like
a raccoon.
4 or 5 times, knocked me across the map. Get out of the way!
Man, you can run into each other and.
And then Mayo
we were starting to get it
down. That was fun.
But
total total loss right there. Get the fire extinguisher.
Gunny,
but we
you
can
fucked
get
that
to it.
one up, Gunny. You fucked up the fire extinguisher. You should have grabbed it. And
I
you
didn't know where
grab
it
on
was.
time.
I was like, just let it burn.
Yeah.
Let it go.
I have
Where's
quite
the
a
bloody
variety
fire extinguisher?
of multiplayer co-op games, so we can try some different stuff. We have like Move or Die, and a couple other ones that could actually be pretty fun. So we'll have to check some of these out when we get an opportunity.
Yeah.
I
know we
wanna
can't
play
wait to play
some
more
more
Sonic
Overcooked. You guys are
Racing and
speaking about it.
Overcooked. Like,
Makes me
just
wanna
those
play
two
it.
were, like, fun. But,
Yeah.
other games as well.
I wanted to, since you guys are both on the Mayo Pass, I'm curious if you guys can launch it off of mine and invite me. So or to see to say
Well, wait a
Jesus, you
minute.
wanted to play it, and I wasn't around.
So, so maybe you can log into your son's account and then we can try it, right? Like, totally be off of yours. Maybe we should try it that way.
Like, or one of you two could just invite each other. Like Gunny, you can invite Jesus before you would invite me.
Yeah.
Install the game
We'll
and
talk
just
about
send an invite to Jesus, and if it works, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, you'll have to
Because
show
then
me
you
how to
could
do
like
that
share the
offline.
library with somebody, and you could spread it even more. Like I wouldn't even need to be around if you guys to play it.
Yeah. Remember that guy I was telling you about? Well, he's more or less a kid. It's a friend of my kids who I've known for 8 years off of Xbox. So I was talking to him yesterday about this feature. I'm like, we got to get into this, guys. We got to play Overcooked. So, yeah, just excited to do the whole
Definitely.
co-op thing again. And he's in
The other
Tennessee,
day,
and
Eric
we're in
was
California.
streaming.
So it'll be fun.
Eric was streaming his Fallout, and I was over chatting with him for a little bit, and I told him he needs to come play. I'm like, dude, you need to get I'm like, you got a laptop? He's like, yeah. I'm like, install Steam, and I want to invite you to play some Overcooked with Jesus and Gunny and I. And he's like, oh, I don't know. He's like, I lost my Steam account. His Steam account got hacked or something. I'm like, well, create a new one.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
It
just
would work,
create a
Eric.
new one so we can
You don't need a
invite you.
fast-moving
And I want
laptop.
to see like of it, how it works on an older laptop or anything like that, just to see, just to test these waters. So
Yeah,
hopefully,
you just need decent internet, I think, and away you go.
but yeah, the other game I played this week is kind of busy week with Thanksgiving and stuff, and doing a lot of cooking and cleaning. My wife was having to work, so I was having to do extra work around the house that I could, and she did a lot to get ready too. But I had a little bit of chance to do some VR stuff, so I tried Vader Immortal Episode 1. And this is an Oculus Rift only game, and it's a Star Wars game built for VR from the ground up. So my line of thinking is this is kind of like the Half-Life game, where this is something that's built by Oculus and made for VR. And it was only, I think, $9.99 for Episode 1. And jumping in, it was really cool. So the game starts you off. You're in a ship, and you're like in the front of the ship, and you're like almost in like a captain's chair, and you have a robot beside you talking. And they're like, we have to get into hyperdrive for some reason, and there's a lever beside you, and you can grab it. And like how typical Star Wars, you got to flip the lever forward, and all the stars kind of blur, and it does that, and it gives you like a really unique feeling, like you are actually really moving. It was really cool. And
Sorry,
next
back real quick,
you
man.
come
Was
in-
it was
Yeah.
Vader and what?
It's called Vader Immortal.
Okay.
And so you all of a sudden you come out of hyperdrive, and they're the robots beside you is telling you how something has pulled us out of hyperdrive. We don't know what it is, and you can see all around your ship because you're in the front of the cockpit, and you look up, and this big destroyer is coming over top of you, and they take control of your ship, and they're making threats to you, and so they take control of your ship, and they guide you down to this planet, and they make you land. And when you come out, you move your character. So it has Jesus, the teleportation method, where you gotta pull your analog stick. So it has that, and I didn't care for that. But I'm like, okay, I'll make this work for what it is. But so once
switch it? Can you switch it?
I didn't try. I don't remember seeing actually. I don't remember seeing a menu in the game actually. So I'll have to try to do it next time. But so I do get out. And it's really cool because they surround you with Star Troopers or stormtroopers, sorry, and they're all pointing guns at you, and then Vader comes walking up to you, and yeah, you can tell I'm a huge Star Wars fan, right?
Some knockoff, like fucking soldiers, like we are the Star Troopers. What the fuck?
This is like a second party license. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, shit, that's funny.
But yeah, you get surrounded and you get captured by Vader, and it's cool because he walks up to you and he's talking to you, and it's all dark, and he has you open this cube. So you put this cube out, and you have to do like a little puzzle. So you're pulling on levers on the cube, and it kind of opens up, and it does whatever Vader wants it to do, and he basically takes it and walks away, closes the cell you're in. And this area to your right lights up, and there's your robot that was with you is behind bars, and this other character is behind bars. And then he gives you a tool to like basically hack locks. And so you have to hold it with your left hand, and you can put it in this hole, and you got to like turn it with your wrist and all that stuff, and it will unlock doors. And so that's a mechanic they give you. And then after that, later on in the game, they teach you how to climb. And the climbing is actually really neat in this game for VR games. You have to grab each rung of the ladder and pull. So you reach up and grab and then pull down while you're grabbing, and it moves your character up. So you have to continue to climb these long ladders, and then you get to the top, and you can look over the ledge, and you can see like it's a long ways down, and the immersion is really, really good. The rest of the game you go through, they eventually get to a point where you get in this dark room, and they teach you you find a lightsaber, and they teach you how to use it, and you get this green lightsaber. So, what is it, the Fallen Order? It's knowledge. But you get this lightsaber, and this bot will appear, kind of like the one in Mandalorian, the bounty hunter bot, where his arms will swivel around him, even though he's like looking at you. And you got to basically just do a sword fight with him. It teaches you how to block, how to counterattack, and stuff like that. So once you beat him, you kind of continue on a little bit, and you get to a point where you get to this level, and you have to unlock this thing. And you put this key in this thing, and this object comes out of what it is, and you don't really know what it is. And then out of nowhere, Vader appears. And he wants his object, so you kind of give it to him. For some reason, you're having to help him. And when you give it to him, you get attacked by these droids that all have lightsabers. And from there, they will. You have to sit there and battle like 5 or 6 of them at once. And you keep fighting, and then you get into a fight with the last one, and then Vader kind of saves you, and he kills the last guy. And after that, I can't remember what I tell you, and that's how it ended. So beat it in one playthrough, and it was only maybe a half hour long. But so it was literally only one fight scene with a weapon that you get.
That's it.
But everything else was, it was just a lot of immersion, and it was like a really cool tech demo. Is what I would still call this game, and I see the potential. It looks really good. Graphically, it's amazing. The immersion is amazing. Looking around, seeing the stormtroopers and just the environment, and having Vader standing in front of you with it. I mean, it has the James Earl Jones, voice and everything, and he just breathing, and he's looking at you, and you're like, oh man, this is Darth Vader. He's a little bit taller than you. You're kind of looking up at him, and that was just really cool in the immersion aspect of that. There's also a little scene too where you do have the lightsaber. They teach you how to deflect laser blasts at you, and there's a bunch of stormtroopers shooting at you, and you have to deflect all their attacks back at them without taking too many hits, or you'll die and have to reload. But there is 3 episodes to this, but I've only picked up the first one. The other 2 came out kind of recently, so I definitely want to continue on more though.
Yeah.
I hope they're not all that short. I'm hoping maybe that was a first go around at things, and they'll open up a little more on the other ones, or action-wise, it'll open up a little bit. But it was a pretty cool experience. If you guys have an Oculus, any of the listeners that have an Oculus, and was curious about this game, it is neat.
cool, man.
We actually had one of our community members pick one up recently. Who was it?
I seen that.
Somebody in the Facebook group posted,
Yeah,
"Hey, I
saw
got
him
an
post
Oculus."
that.
They actually got the Quest. And everyone was giving them shit. I'm like, dude, don't give them shit. That's awesome. I'm like, fuck you, just because you don't want to get a
Yeah,
fucking VR.
So hey,
that's a
guys.
good time. I enjoy it.
The
It was.
the problem with VR, or Anthony Sanchez, congratulations to you, dude.
Yep.
Yeah, he got an Oculus Quest. But I mean, don't let people put you down, dude. Like, whatever, man. Fucking VR is cool. In my opinion, it is a cool thing, and I think more people should adopt it because I think it is going to be like a way to game in the future. It's just going to be like another thing, right? But like right now, we have motion controls, we've had cameras, we've had all that other shit. We've had like the little light gun things, we've had all that shit. And like VR is just like the obvious next step. Besides like augmented reality. And I think augmented reality like AR will be the step after we like perfect VR. I think once you perfect VR,
Yeah.
the next logical step there is to try to perfect AR to make it like VR, where like it's just seamless, like like the world AR is there. Like you're in that world. You know what I mean?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just think that's the future. But don't let people give you shit for that.
No. Congratulations, Anthony, because my wife and kid who just came back after a couple of weeks being out of the country, and so me and my kid have been discussing. He's total PC Master Race, and he wants the Oculus, or he wants something else. I forgot the name of what he even called it. He's been looking at different VR things, and so I want the PSVR. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. Really, and the wife's just like, I'm staying out of this argument because you guys got to make up your mind. You get one thing, and
What you do, Gunny, talk her into buying both.
Yeah,
and then you have the best of both worlds.
I know. I don't even know if his Razer laptop, but he claims that it'll run it. I can run the Oculus on there. So, and I already have.
I think you need like a minimum of like a 1070, preferred.
I don't think he's got a 1070 in his laptop. I think it might be, maybe a 1060 Ti. I don't even know what it is, but I mean it's a good laptop that I paid a lot of money for. That he got last year, but I mean obviously it's going to run my PC, but I don't have enough room of where I'm sitting right now to hang, to put any more wires. So that's why I'm really.
I think though, with the VR before I ever bought mine, that's all I ever heard about was, there's so many wires to hook up, and it's such a I don't have to mess with hooking it up because all the wiring. I don't know if mine's any different, but it's incredibly simple. I have. On my Rift S, it's literally just two wires. It's a HDMI cord that plugs in the back of my my motherboard, or the USB. So,
yes, because I figured I can take the PSVR, and I can put that in the living room because currently right here it's near my PC, so I can play it on my OLED TV. But I thought, okay, for the PSVR, I can just put it in the living room. I have enough room for headsets and more wires and things like that. But yeah, still, I mean, obviously me being the father and the one with all the money, I can kind of just, I don't want to let him down and say, no, we're only getting just the, what I want.
Just override it. Override. Veto, motherfucker. I am the father. You listen to me.
That's it.
Fuck off, child.
Yeah.
I made you think you had a choice. You have no choice here.
That's right. Damn it. We're getting
you
PSVR.
Tell him, Gunny. Who runs the house, Gunny? Who runs that fucking house? You or your child,
This
Gunny?
lady over here runs it. Not me. Yeah. But anyway, continue, Mayo. So we're, just kind of Oculus or PSVR.
But no, I was just kind of thinking, but yeah, like I would go on Oculus if it was me. I think you're going to get a little bit more options, I think. I know PSVR has some really good games. I know they have Astrobot going for it, and hopefully they have a lot more stuff coming out in the future. But there is a lot.
PSVR is on sale right now.
What's that?
PSVR is on sale right now, Gunny.
Yeah, so it's like what, 200 or 250. You get the entire bundle.
You have like 5 games with it for $200.
So where are you looking at?
Look
Not
at
a
that
bad deal.
GameStop
GameStop?
right now, Gunny. Right now, right now. If you go to GameStop, you can get PSVR Worlds, Astrobot, Resident Evil, Biohazard, which is fucking
Ooh,
crazy. That's a
yes.
full
I haven't
game.
played that game yet.
You also
Or
get, it's gonna be scary as shit in VR. You also get Everybody's Golf VR and Skyrim VR
nice.
for $200.
So all I got to do is buy Astrobot, right? So that's
No, it comes with it.
oh, it does come with it. Astrobot comes with it. Awesome.
Yeah,
There you go.
like there's a lot of good bundles right now on sale for the PSVR. Like there really is. You guys need to check it out. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. So I don't know if it's going to be tomorrow or is like I don't want to wait too long. Because I already looked at when I looked at the PlayStation Store or whatever, like from the email that I got. It's like PlayStation Direct or whatever it's called. Like it was like sold out. I was like, shit. And I know Amazon doesn't play well with PlayStation or vice versa because it's always like, look at these other sellers. Why is
you
that?
could buy a PSVR, I'm pretty sure, on Amazon.
You could, but it's like from different vendors. Okay, this one comes from Hong Kong or whatever. Like all these things were, none of them were Amazon Prime. Nothing is from. There's only a couple things you can get direct from PlayStation.
No, right now you can get one directly from them.
Okay. I don't
What
know.
you
Maybe I
talking
didn't
about,
look.
Gunny?
Like I didn't dig deep enough. Like I was looking at like what
It
you
says
talked about a
here,
couple weeks ago,
PSVR,
Best Buy, where they had the 2
PSVR,
years.
you get Blood and Truth and Everybody's Golf plus the wands, like the PlayStation Move controllers, and the headset, of course, for $249
Yeah, but I was looking at those
from
options
PlayStation.
where I thought, okay, I have a Best Buy and obviously several GameStops in my area. I could either do the 1 year $30 warranty or go to Best Buy and do the 2 years for $60.
Just do Best Buy.
See, that's what I'm thinking too. Where if this thing breaks in a year, I've still got boom. I can just take it back up there and yeah.
And
'cause
Best
I
Buy is
figure-
going to have the same prices that Amazon has. You could just price match if they don't have the same prices. But like, hey, price match, motherfucker, and they'll do it.
Yeah, but I'm up near. I don't know. We will see. So I don't know. More discussions will follow. As far as VR
The problem
goes.
is, you're going to keep having discussions, and you're never going to do it.
Yeah, that's the thing where
You know what I mean?
Right.
The thing is, you're just going to keep talking. You're going to keep talking about it, and by the time you do make up your mind, it's going to be like everyone's moved on to the new VR thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. While I have this library out here with Astrobot and all these great Tetris Effect and damn, I got to get it tomorrow. I need to play it.
I think you really should get it soon. I mean, it's going to be on sale hopefully all of the holidays, but you never know. They can always decide to be like, no, fuck it. We're going to take it off of sale before Christmas.
Well, I don't want it to run out. Like I said, PlayStation ran out already. I was like, no. So I need to get it from Best Buy or GameStop. So
yeah, I don't know. Unless you want to go Oculus, but it's going to be like $200 more, which I think is going to be harder to get by on your wife.
Yeah, I think the Oculus is $350 right now.
Is it $350? Yeah. So, and then here's the thing too, where Jesus, like you said, oh, there's going to be wires everywhere and gotta, you know what I mean? So it's like, at least I can justify that in the living room where I have space. So, yeah, that's it.
But the Oculus Quest doesn't require wires.
Yeah. But my Rift S, it literally, like I said, it only has this. It's a long wire. It's probably a 20-foot, maybe even 30-foot, basically HDMI cord that plugs in the back of my graphics card. But what I did, I kind of coil it up, not tightly, just kind of like lasso it, just kind of make a ring. And I put hooks on the side of my desk, and I hang the cord on one hook, and I hang the headset on the other hook, and I have a hook for the controllers, and they all hang right in the side of my desk, real nice and neat. Actually pretty cool.
Okay. All right, we'll see. We'll talk about it more next week.
We'll see if Gunny gets a VR. I don't know. I don't think you are.
I say I will. Yes. We've been in tough discussions for the last 3 days.
I don't know, Gunny. I don't know. Speaking of Black Friday, did you guys go out shopping on Black Friday?
No, I was in Monterey near the coast, so I was out
I did.
in Big Sur and
I went shopping in the big Best Buy.
whoa. I went the year before.
Lots of people were there, dude. I'm surprised how many people show up to Black Friday at 5 p.m. on Thanksgiving. I'm like,
oh, right.
I thought I was going to beat all the crowds.
The new Black Friday is Thanksgiving
There's a lot of
at 5.
fucking people here. Yeah. What the fuck? And like, there was a lot of people there. Pretty much people were just like going like and fucking arguing over like movies and shit. People were like trying to get like all the new movies. I'm like, what's the big deal of like buying like It and shit, or like fucking the Avengers Endgame for like $9 on Blu-ray? Like, I get it, whatever, it's in 4K, but like still.
Yeah, I can get that deal online on my website where I buy digital copies for way cheaper.
What's the big deal with this? You know what I mean? Like, you guys are buying disc. Cool. Whoa. Nothing on Nintendo was on sale, by the way. There was a few sales with the Xbox. They had like the Xbox One S all digital edition, the SAT edition for $150. And then that came with the game. They had the Xbox One S for $200, the Xbox One X for $350. And I think they had the PS4 Pro down to $300, PS4 Original or Slim down to $200. So there was a few sales going on there. A lot of PC gamers, Mayo.
Yeah.
I went to that PC section. There was a lot of people in that section. That fucking section was wild.
That place is always full.
That like PC gamer section where that fucking like they have the keyboards and the mice and they have them all out. You can try them and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And that section was packed, dude. It was fucking packed. People were like grabbing this like Asian dude. He reminded me of you, Mayo, because he was wearing like this long blue jacket. And
okay,
he looked like Hideo Kojima or some shit. Motherfucker was wearing a long blue jacket, and the jacket was a fucking that stupid show that your wife likes.
Oh, Doctor Who.
Doctor Who. It said police box on it or whatever.
Yeah.
He had like a police box jacket on, like a fucking trench coat. I was like, what a fucking nerd. I thought I was the nerd. Look at this fucking guy.
Until you thought of me, huh? Gee, thanks.
Yeah, I thought of Mayo. I was like, oh, Mayo. I was such a nerd. I think of the Mayo. But this dude was just like grabbing keyboards and mice. I think he was just grabbing things to grab them. Because I think he would like see me look at something and he would just like grab it. He would just fucking like grab a fucking keyboard. And I'm like, I'm not gonna buy anything. I'm just looking, but whatever. And they had a bunch of sales going on the keyboards and the mice. I think all like the Razer keyboards and shit were like a few bucks off, and like all the mice and all that shit were like $50. All of them were like $50.
Razer had some good deals, even online.
I was going to buy that G502 Logitech mouse because I like the way it's like angled. It feels like it would be really comfortable to use. But I'm like, nah, fuck that. And then I was a lot of pre-builts, Mayo. I saw a lot of pre-builts being sold.
Yeah,
it seems like they were really like that CyberPower company was really pushing their computers this year for like Black Friday, because there was a really crazy one that I saw that I couldn't believe I saw it, and I saw it at the very end. I was in line already, but it was like, because you know how they block off sections to like make lines. Well, that's what they were using to block off all the sections. They were using all these pre-built gaming PCs, like big ass boxes, and a lot of them were like, some of them were like 1,400, 1,500, some of them were 1,200, 1,100, but the cheapest one that I saw was 700. Like $699 or something like that, or $599. But this thing had like a brand new AMD Ryzen 7, like a 3700 in there, and then it had like a 200 or it was like a 250 SSD plus a 2 terabyte regular hard drive, and like for some reason, I think it had like an AMD one of those Radeon cards, the 5700 XTs.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that like one of the newest cards AMD just released? Like, what the fuck?
You think it was probably
Yeah,
$1,000 rebate on it or something?
How is it
Yeah, it's
so cheap? The
probably
thing was like
6 months ago, maybe.
That thing was like six. It was like for 600. I was like, that can't be right. Like they had to have put that in the wrong section. I bet you, like, if I was to grab that and take it up to the front, they would have been like, "Sir, this is like $1,000 at least." You
Yeah.
know, like that's like a brand new like PC. Like that thing. Yeah, because that thing has like a brand new like AMD chip in it. It had a brand new like GPU. These GPUs are pretty new, and I get it. They're cheaper than Nvidias or whatever, but still, they're not like $100 cheap. They're like $400 still. You know what I mean? So I don't get how they were getting these prices, but some of them are really good pre-builds, man. That I was actually surprised how well like the specs were on these pre-builds. Like some of them had like 2080 Ti's in them and shit, and they were like $1,400, $1,500 for the computer. Mm-hmm. When like the graphics card itself costs like $1,200. I'm like, how are they getting these prices?
I would have to
because I saw a 2080 Ti on sale. That show was like $1,250 or something. I was like, ain't nobody gonna be buying the. They only had one out there. I'm like, ain't nobody gonna buy this motherfucker. This thing's $1,200, dude. Fucking.
I would assume somebody like iBuyPower and CyberPower and them guys, they're probably getting a discount from NVIDIA and Radeon and all of them. So because they're buying in bulk, you know, they're probably buying 500 GPUs in one shot. So they're probably getting a discount when they buy their stuff too. So they're probably still making the money, even though we think it sounds like a great deal. They're probably still getting a good markup.
Yeah, and also, do you think
it was a lot of pre-builds?
Do you think it's also Gunny? Possible that maybe it may not be the card that we think it is in those pre-builds?
Yeah, I doubt it. I mean, I have seen a thing where I remember when Walmart first released their gaming PCs, there was, I can't remember who I followed on YouTube at the time. I think it was Gamers Nexus.
I watched that
and
video.
they did a teardown, and they gotten basically the wrong tower. So they paid for the higher end one, and it had the wrong graphics card in it. And they actually...
That happened to Gunny.
Yeah, it happened to Gunny too. But they had it basically, they caught it, and they notified them.
Card.
They sent it back and fixed it right away.
They did.
But, Gunny, did you ever get yours replaced?
No, I never did.
God, see, Gunny, God, you're too pacifist, man. I would have called him up. You would have had a brand new, you had a second PC coming to you, Gunny.
No, when they sent me back that 1060, I think. You know, when it worked flawlessly.
It's because it broke and you sent it, and then they send you back like a cheaper one, didn't they?
Right, they sent me back a 1060. I think that's what they did. When I paid for a 1070.
And you had a 1070. Yeah, yes. You had a 1070, and then it broke, and then you sent it out to get repaired, and then they sent you back a 1060. Like, here you go, sir, we fixed it.
But it looks so good, even on that other monitor that I had. It was that monitor was 144 hertz, and it looked gorgeous.
Still, Gunny, you paid for a 1070. It's like if I asked somebody to build me a PC, and I tell you put me a 2080 in here for $1,200, and they end up fucking charging me for it, and they end up getting paid, pay them for that, and then fucking. I find out it's a 2060 in there, or 2070.
And not only that, but didn't it come back? I think Mayo, and then it only worked for a little bit. It was the GPU that broke that you helped me fix?
I don't remember. I helped you fix your CPU because your cooler wasn't working right.
It was the cooler that was busted.
Fucking good.
I was like,
it wasn't like the pump wasn't working in the CPU cooler.
I don't recommend iBuyPower, guys. By the way, it's garbage.
But the ones that I saw at Best Buy, I don't know if iBuyPower is CyberPower. I'm assuming they're probably like similar companies.
It's two different websites.
Even the same one.
Yeah, they're similar.
But I know that the one at Best Buy was CyberPower that I kept seeing everywhere, like advertised. And they had some pretty cool pre-builds. Like they had some on display that were out there. The cases looked pretty cool, man. Like there was like a white one, a red one, a black one. One that had like a bunch of RGB like Mayos with the fucking Corsair shit in there and shit all lit up. All the fans lit up in different colors and shit. So yeah, lots of people were buying shit up for gaming for PCs.
Yeah, I think it's the new. I think they sense that Microsoft seems to be pushing PC, and
Yeah.
it just seems like there seems to be a push in the general public to get PCs. I think the kids are now wanting to pick them up, and I think they just sense it, and so they're really pushing it hard right now. I think
Yeah, it's
is
definitely
why
I think you're
we
right.
see a lot more of it.
it's so much more recognized now, the PC, where before, no, it wasn't. It was like, "Oh, we're not making that game for PC. Why should we, Just PlayStation and Xbox. That's it. Now it's like
Yeah.
totally, now it's
No.
like we're seeing like this thing on Epic and, it's such a different time we live in now.
I
It's
think
cool.
we have Twitch to thank for it, honestly. I think these kids were watching all these streamers, and then they're like,
Yeah.
I want a
Streamers.
PC
We never
like
had that
Ninja,
before.
and then so that gets them on, and then they're like looking, oh, I want to look at this PC. Then they seeing all the RGB lighting, and they get mesmerized by all that and stuff.
I was
and they're,
watching,
I want a
That's
I think it was
laptop. I
exactly
want
Rainbow
a
what it is.
laptop.
Six tournaments this week, or earlier this week. And it was like just seeing them all use their mouse and keyboards, Before it was only an Xbox controller in their hand. That was it, It's the only thing they played. Madden, Xbox controllers. Yep. So now it's all...
I still think that everyone was right with that. Streamers are really the thing that push PC gaming to be more noticeable, I guess. Anyways,
Yeah.
moving
Well, hey,
on now. I
real
went
quick,
from
too.
Best Buy.
Go ahead. I just want to throw
Yeah,
this in
go
real quick. I saved somebody this week. Jesus. I went with my daughter. She went Black Friday shopping, and I didn't want to, right? But I go and I got to check out the electronics section. So I'm standing there and
You
looking at
saved
the
somebody.
Xbox games, yes. And there's these two ladies there. They're looking at the Xbox games, and and they mentioned the boy's name there. He wants Call of Duty. He wants Modern Warfare. So they're looking for it, and they see Call of Duty Remastered Modern Warfare, and so they grab it, and they're standing there, and I'm like, I don't think that's the one you're looking for. And they just kind of look at me and they're like, it's not. And like, it's Modern Warfare. I'm like, yeah, but this is the remastered one. This is like the old one. And it was redone like not too long ago. I'm like, I think he wants the new one.
Yeah, they were like,
And it
$20.
wasn't on
We
the
can get away
shelves.
with this.
It wasn't on the shelves at all. And it was on sale for like 15. So they're like, yeah, this is the cheapest we found it. And and I didn't see it anywhere on the shelving. And so the attendant come walking by and so the lady was like, do you have, this isn't the right Call of Duty, I guess. Is there a new one? And he's like, oh yeah, that's down here in the end cap. So it was like down around the corner separate from that one on purpose, and they were, so some kid would have been really disappointed when he was going to get the new Call of Duty.
Imagine
saved
like
that
him
kid.
like thinking, I'm gonna get Call of Duty Modern Warfare for Christmas, and he opens it up and it's that one.
And he gets the remastered one.
The disappointment in his fucking face would be like, wow.
Mom's getting elbowed into the Christmas tree. Boom.
But I
hate
saved
you,
him.
Mom!
He was saved from the HGP group.
Yeah. Damn, that's insane. Yeah. Yeah, we were talking to some people the other day at Walmart too, because me and my brother went to Walmart for Black Friday after we went to Best Buy. We went to Target and then we went to Walmart. But at Walmart there was this couple. They were trying to buy like a what the fuck were they trying to buy? They were trying to buy like fucking
TV?
some kind of Game Pass card for their kid or something. And we had to explain to them what like Game Pass Ultimate was and what Game Pass was, because they didn't know the difference. They're like, well, what's the Ultimate? What's this? And we had to like sit there and ask them questions like, well, does your kid have a PC? Does your kid have Xbox Live? Yeah, and they're like, oh, this and this. And we ended up recommending just Game Pass for them.
Mm-hmm.
But it was like we're like fucking tech support, just like randomly talking to people about
I've done
fucking
that too at
games.
Best Buy though. I've had times where I would on Sundays I had to drop my kids off and I have to kill like an hour, and there's a Best Buy right beside me that's open, so I'll go in there and I'll window shop for that hour instead of me driving back home and then going back and picking them up. And I've had times where I'll go in there and there'll be two people looking at a monitor, and it's like a garbage monitor, and it's like $300, and this thing's like 1080p 60 hertz.
Yeah.
They're like, I really like this one, it's really nice. And I'm like, hey, this one over here way better.
Yeah. Yeah. We saw a lot of things like that going on. And then What else was it? Oh, at Target. Target had some pretty crazy sales going on, like the AirPods. I know lots of people want those this Christmas. That people are asking for AirPods. But those were down to like 120 or something like that, or like $100 at Target. They were like a fucking 40 or bucks off or something. And that shit was crazy, man. There's people like fucking all over that shit trying to get like AirPods and I was gonna get an Apple Watch because they had the Series 3 on sale, and I didn't get it because it was the smaller version of it. Like they have a 42 millimeter version and the 38 or whatever, and they were only selling the 38.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like, oh, that's so lame.
It's only Gen 2,
but it
not
was cheap.
Gen
It was
4.
It was 169, and it was Gen 3, I think. So it wasn't like the newest gen. I think they're on Gen 5 now. So, but 169 bucks is pretty cheap for a watch, like a smart watch like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man. And then of course, Amazon had some good deals going on. I spotted they had an M.2 NVMe drive or whatever. Like I think it was a 1 terabyte for like $50.
Yeah.
And, so like regular price is like 120, but they had it down
Don't think because you see M.2 that it's going to automatically be faster. So all the hard drives are different, and they kind of have their own storage controller. So you want to look at the specifications when you look at a hard drive like that, and you'll look at the read and write speed. So a typical SSD is going to be like 500 megabyte per second. You want something above that to take a real advantage of an M.2. Usually
this thing said like 3 gigs or something. It was like 3G over per second or something like that.
Yeah, but that's probably the speed that it's capable of. Like it's a PCI Express lane, and it can do so many gigs per second, and maybe that's what they're referring to. But you want to look at the read and write speed. That's where you're going to see your performance when you look at hard drives.
Listen, Mayo, I'm just here for the deals, brother. All right, $50 Mayo.
It is a good price.
50. That thing was sold out in 15 minutes. Like I'm not even kidding. It was like a 15-minute deal, and that thing sold out completely.
Yeah,
I had it in my cart. I had it in my cart, and I was like, I should probably buy this because I really need more space. You know, like I really want like another SSD. 1 terabyte will hold a few games for me. And then I was like, I debated too long. I went to go buy it, and it was like $130. I'm like, nope, and I'm buying you. Fuck you. But yeah. Black Friday, guys. Good stuff.
Yeah, just for the community out there, if they do, see an M.2 and you hear about the M.2s, if you want the fast ones, you want to get with the Samsung Pro series. They had different ones. You'll see, you go to any online site, it should give you a specification option to see the read and write speed, and that's really where it's all at, though. So you're going to pay for it. I mean, it's really pricey for the fast ones. The benefit of a one, say that's only 500 megabyte read and write, is basically the same thing as an SSD, except for it's so much smaller and so much more compact, and there's no cables you have to run to it. There's no power cord you're running to it. Yep. There's no SATA cord running to it, so it can give you a cleaner look, which is nice too.
And I had that Samsung SSD, and that came with this iBuyPower one. I mean, it's probably the best thing about the setup that I have. Besides my GPU, that thing is so fast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if I had more money, I'd buy another one. Love it.
PS4 Pro is on sale for $299.99. Lots of good deals going on this Black Friday, I feel like. If you're looking for gaming shit. Except for Nintendo. Nintendo's all regular price.
Yeah, $5 off of the game that came out 2 months
Not
ago.
even $5. Nintendo's
when you spend $60.
We are selling our shit. We are selling our consoles at regular price if you want to buy one on Black Friday.
But you have to buy 2 games in order to get that $5 off.
That's ridiculous. God of War is $10.
Yeah,
Gunny,
I saw that.
Gunny, God of War is $10. Gunny.
Get that. Pick that up.
Gunny, I ran across Gears, or not Gears, but Borderlands 3 for the Xbox for $25.
Yeah.
I almost picked that up, but I didn't because I already wanted it on PC.
Oh, yeah.
You don't need it.
Oh, I bought a Sekiro. Did I talk about that last week or not? But yeah, pick that up.
Sekiro.
Was that 47, I think? Something like that. It wasn't too bad.
Huh, nice.
Haven't played that yet, but did pick that up.
Anyways.
Hack and slash.
Is that all we have, guys? Is that all we have?
That's
Yeah,
it.
for mine, that's...
All right, it's time to move on to the news because it's news time. Let's get into the news. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. I don't know. There's nothing in the news, guys.
I know we didn't even get the news together, and normally I would do that, but I've been driving and drinking and
Gunny failed to do his job, so you have no news today.
I know. What to pull it out of there.
The news I looked up, it was all Black Friday deals. I probably spent 20 minutes going through, and they're going, Black Friday this, Black Friday that. You could have bought this at Black Friday, or you could have bought that at Black Friday.
We should go on to the console corner. No, let's back up.
All the news.
Yeah, there's pretty much there's no nothing else really, guys. Like, it's all just fucking Black Friday deals.
That's what I even saw last week.
Yeah.
Like right now I'm on CD Keys looking at the deals, guys. You can get Wolfenstein 2 mail for $11.69.
Wolfenstein 2?
Yeah.
Which old
Not
blood,
young
new
blood?
blood, green blood, blue blood?
No, this is just Wolfenstein 2.
Isn't that a Game Pass?
You can
no blood.
Get yourself a Fallout 4 Game of the Year for $8.39. Yeah. Overwatch for $10.99. This is not a very good deal. It's not a very good deal, sure. Red Dead for $44.19. These are the Black Friday deals, guys. Sea of Thieves, $6.99. I'm just looking at. I'm gonna do the rest of the time for the next 30 minutes. Is
just call out the deals. We did that last year. Why not?
I don't know, guys. You guys have any news? Like, seriously, I don't have any news. Really. Like, there's no fucking news here.
I haven't. I've been looking on Twitter. I mean, like I would normally do, but I haven't seen anything super interesting as far as news goes, gaming wise. No. Anything you saw, Mayo? Anything?
Not
cool
yet.
Or interesting?
I just put up the Reddit gaming news, and even then, I'm not seeing Rayman Legends is a free game right now.
Okay, I was just going to point that one out. That one's
On
free
Epic.
on the Epic store.
Here you go.
Whoops.
Here you go, guys. I got a gaming PC deal. Breaking news. Gaming PC deal right now, Mayo. You can get yourself an Alienware Aurora gaming desktop with the 9th generation Intel Core i7 9700K. And it comes with an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2080. Oh my.
Yeah.
16 gigs of RAM. And then, Windows, home, blah, blah. 256 M.2 PCIe NVMe SSD boot. And a 2 terabyte 7600 RPM drive. And all this, Mayo, could be yours. All this. You get a Game Pass for 3 months. All this, Mayo, could be yours for a low, low price of $1,649.99. You save $605. Woo!
Sign me up.
Okay. Would you like a 1-year premium support package, sir?
What was that?
For $72.44.
$69.
Sure. Why not?
It's all in there. Oh, and then you can pair a new monitor with it for $279. Everything's on sale. Everything's on sale, guys. Everything's on sale. I don't know what the fuck else. There's no news, guys. I'm being serious.
Gosh,
Gunny,
nobody.
I did find This is kind of small news, but Codemasters bought the Project Cars developer, Slightly Mad Studios, for $30 million.
Yes.
I did see that.
Wow! Breaking news, guys.
Yeah.
Codemasters bought a studio for $30 million. Oh, wow!
They'll be making another racing game. Yeah.
Yeah. I do see Google offers refunds to Stadia players who bought games added to Pro subscription. So they must have added some games to the Pro subscription, and if people already bought the game, they're getting refunds on it.
Yeah, I saw a few people in one of the Stadia groups on Facebook. I'm getting my money back. I hate it. And then there's like 700 comments. Funny stuff.
It says, here's some nice news, Jesus. Speaking of what we've been talking about, Facebook just bought Beat Saber's developer.
Ooh.
Facebook did, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
that means an Oculus exclusive. Gunny, Oculus is where it's at. See?
Yeah. My son even put it out today. On the car trip back, he's like, Index is coming out. Do we have $1,000, Mom? Mom, do we have 1,000? I'm like, just, we're getting PSVR, I told him. Just be quiet about that. That's too much. Or the Oculus.
Also have Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order recorded the fastest selling digital launch in franchise history.
Yeah.
Wow.
But how many games of Star Wars have been digital, I wonder?
One.
Off the rip.
Two.
Maybe Battlefield 2. I mean, that one was probably hated at the time because of EA.
Nobody talked about that campaign, too.
Yeah.
Hey, we got Cyber Monday coming up, guys. Cyber Monday.
God.
There's some deals.
Moving on to the console corner, Gunny. You have anything news over there?
Xbox, PlayStation for the win, guys. Let's see. What do we got here? What do we got? I don't have the PlayStation games, Plus games, because I don't think those get announced until after the 1st. But for Xbox One, we have Insane Robots. You can go download that probably right now. You'd have to search for it in the store, but it should be because it's the 30th right now. But you can get that for gold. Insane Robots. And the game that's backwards compatible is another great game, Toy Story 3. That's a fun game. I've played that one through completion with my kid. That is a fun game. Toy Story 3.
You see the games coming out next month for the Games with Gold? Dude, there's some really good games next month. You got Jurassic World Evolution.
Oh, nice.
And some other game on Xbox coming out. I was like, holy shit, those are really good games. And then on the PS4, you got some other games coming out. But yeah, it's crazy, dude.
Yeah, Jurassic World.
Speaking of Jurassic World Evolution, I actually have some news to talk about this. So I pretty much have been reading the patch notes that they released for Jurassic World Evolution or whatever. And I think on the 3rd here, which is in a couple days, on Tuesday, I think, they're going to release a big patch for it. And this patch is the release of it's going to be the release of the new DLC, that new Jurassic, I think it's called Jurassic Park DLC, which is the Return to Jurassic Park. That's on December 10th. It comes out, right? So, with this new update on the 3rd, though, they're changing the animals' behaviors in the game. So they're saying that now the animals in the cages, like the T-Rexes and the raptors and all the big animals, they can actually attack your employees. So the people that you send in there, like in the little jeeps and shit, to go in there and like feed the animals or like cure them or whatever. They say that if you're, they're saying that if you're, like if your dudes get in there and they get too close to the T-Rex might just attack them. So, yeah.
So I wonder how that works since you don't manage them. But I know I've gotten kicked around a little bit, bringing the Jeep in there. Maybe there must be like some kind of cooldown or something.
Now they'll legitimate.
They get killed.
Yeah, they like now. Right now, they just run into you. They don't really hurt your guys.
Right.
But now they're going to be able to, like, eat your character. Like, they can kill your fucking guys. And then you have to, like, fucking wait for new guys or, like, hire a new crew or whatever.
Damn.
But with that update, they're saying that that the Jeep guys, the guys who are driving the Jeeps, they get, like, new types of, like, tranquilizer darts and shit now they can use against the T-Rex and all that shit. And the helicopter can now take photos now too, and the helicopter can also like they can also like feed the animal. They can also like go out there and support like your like they can help your guys on the ground if like you guys on the ground are fucked. You can send the helicopter out there to like try to like tranquilize a dinosaur or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, more options. Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, the dinosaurs are becoming like more aggressive, I guess, in this new update. Which makes sense. And then the new movie DLC thing comes pretty soon, the 10th. It looks just like the movie. Like you have like the little fucking railways you can put down, and it looks just.
Can we get the hamster ball like in there? Movie. I want the hamster ball.
No, it's like the first movie, like the very first.
Oh, the very first one. Movie. Okay.
Yeah, and you can like put bathrooms down now. You can have like restrooms in the park and all that shit, Gunny. All that shit.
Sweet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm sure the PC will have way more options, like an actual workshop for it.
Oh, there's probably gonna be like a bunch of mods. Also, speaking of mods, Red Dead Redemption 2 now has mods, Mayo.
Oh, nice. What
you
kind
can
of
now have Arthur. You can have Arthur Morgan handcuff people now instead of lassoing them. He just handcuffs people. Also, you can have Arthur Morgan use a ray gun. You can have a ray gun.
Oh, nice.
Take me out.
Also, there could be a zombie mode where everybody's zombies in the game, or there's another one where like you can make your character naked, like Arthur Morgan naked, or any character in the game naked. Just run around the map naked as any character. And also, there's a bunch of other mods people are slowly but surely getting out there. So yeah, modding community is not letting Red Dead Redemption 2 players down.
I want to see maybe Arthur Morgan as like just him as the abominable snowman. The entire time.
Dude, there's a bounty hunter. There's a bounty hunt that I have to do. That's like the dude is called the Wolfman, and he looks like that dude. He looks like a fucking. He looks like Chewbacca or something. Just like a hairy ass dude. They call him the Wolfman or whatever, and he's up in the mountains. You gotta go bounty hunting.
Yeah, that's cool.
I gotta go find that dude. But yeah, that's all I have for news, guys. That's all I have for news. Woo!
And that is all for the console corner. That is all.
Now it's time for community questions. Community questions. You can leave questions in the Discord and in the Facebook group. People, let's go. Let's go.
Whoa. Does anybody have questions up?
Yeah, I'll start off with the Discord question.
Yeah, go ahead and do that.
We have one
Facebook
from
ones.
Vetterholic. He wants to know, with Modern Warfare being crossplay, do you think it will become a regular thing with future games? And what game would you like to be crossplay that isn't? And he says he thinks Red Dead 2 would be a good answer.
Can you repeat the question, sir?
Yeah, let me click on it again here. He says, with Modern Warfare 2
we're so ready today.
Being crossplay, do you think it will become a regular thing with future games? And what game would you like to be crossplay that is not currently? And he says he thinks Red Dead 2.
Yeah, why not? Fuck it, just make Red Dead 2. Like all these big games like this, like Destiny, Red Dead, fucking. These games that require like a big community, like even GTA 5. Make that.
Make all 3 Borderlands crossplay.
Yeah, make Borderlands crossplay. Yeah, because it's all PvE. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter.
Right. 1, 2, 3, and that other game we won't mention.
Yeah,
they made. Thank you, Gearbox.
I think. What else can they do?
Division 2. I think we were all wanting that at the time because it's such a PvE game.
I know Ubisoft. I don't know if they're just going to go forward as far as making things crossplay, but or any other older titles, but that would be good.
I just feel like it should just be. You'll be fine. I mean, just make everything crossplay. It's just that's what the way it should be.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
hopefully from here on out that would be the norm.
Watch next year. Call of Duty doesn't do it. They're like, oh fuck you guys. We just wanted
Well,
everybody's money last year.
I guess if we think of it reverse though, like, so what if a game would come out next month of some form, and it didn't have crossplay, but it was very similar to say Call of Duty, would that be looked at as a big drawback, and people maybe would not pick up the game? So, do you think developers are kind of at this point going to be almost forced to do crossplay?
No, but
I
I
don't
think
know.
it would. I think if enough of them did it, then the other ones would kind of feel the pressure to do that.
Yeah,
going
because it
forward.
almost would deter me a little bit if a game come out a lot like Call of Duty, and I knew Call of Duty was crossplay, and this other game was not. I would probably take the crossplay option, because
Yes.
I'd have more options.
Yeah, as it becomes
So
more
I
of a
just,
standard, then for sure, then then that's something where people would look at or take a second look at it. Maybe, I don't know. It's so hard to tell. With I only have friends on PlayStation. You know what I mean? So maybe the common, the just people that just don't know. They're probably not gonna know any better from a regular consumer. So hard to say.
all right. Moving on to the next one on Discord, we have one last one, and that's from Pork Chop Poo, and he was just wanting to know if anyone snagged any awesome Black Friday deals.
Yeah, so my daughter, as I said last week, she wanted a Chromebook for Christmas, and I was able to snag one or get one for I think it was $118. Originally priced like at 220 or 225, I think.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
$100 off. It was pretty cheap. It was really cheap for like a little Chromebook thing. You know what I mean? Like that's super cheap. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Very
not
nice.
making my daughter a gaming PC. There's no fucking way. No way.
Not yet.
Not yet.
You know what's gonna,
Not
you know what's
yet,
gonna happen,
yeah.
Gunny. You know what's gonna happen.
Hmm.
He's gonna get the
Yeah.
bug next year to upgrade, and his daughter's getting his old PC.
Yeah.
She's gonna have like a badass gaming PC. Here you go. Woo! She's into that shit. She knows what streamers use. She's always into like watching that shit. Because the other day it was funny. She was looking at my phone for some reason yesterday, and she saw the Mixer app on my phone. She's like, "Whoa, you have Mixer?" I'm like, "Yeah," and I'm surprised she like recognized what a Mixer was. Like she just recognized the logo. You know what I mean? Like that X or whatever, or that M, whatever the fuck it is on there.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, "Whoa, you have Mixer?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Do you watch streamers?" I'm like, "Yeah, I stream on Mixer." She's like, "Whoa." She's like, "Put it on then." And I launched it. She's like, "Are people streaming right now?" I'm like, "Yeah, people are streaming all the time." And she's like, "Okay, let's watch something." And then we were like, started going to like the videos on the top or whatever, like the top videos. And there was this girl, and was like a lady, but she was playing that fucking that Hello Neighbor game or whatever. But she was playing the there's like I guess there's a multiplayer version of it now, or like a multiplayer mode in it where my daughter was telling me about it. She's like, "Oh, she's playing Hello Neighbor, fucking whatever the fuck, something Find My Neighbor mode or something," where like there's 7 players or whatever, right?
Oh yeah.
But
the
one of
sequel.
you is not
Forgot the
really,
name.
one of you is not really a player. One of you is the AI in the game, and one of you is the neighbor. But as the players, you guys kind of have to work together to get to like the area, but one of you is really the neighbor. You're really helping out the neighbor or whatever the fuck. It's really weird. It's like one of you is AI or something. And we were watching that.
Yeah.
But it was just weird, how she recognized Mixer. So you know that they're like Microsoft is doing something right if my little 8-year-old kid is starting to recognize what the fuck Mixer is.
Yeah, especially with Shroud
Because
and
before
Ninja going over there.
before it was YouTube. She knew who YouTube
Yep.
stars were, and like she knew about Twitch, but she never knew really about Mixer. And like I'm surprised she like brought that up yesterday, because I was like, whoa.
Well, if you guys remember,
I'm surprised you know about this shit.
wasn't it YouTube that I think I got a thing like over a month ago from, or it was probably like an email from YouTube saying, "Hey, look, we're just kind of losing the whole game streaming app or whatever. Yeah, it was the app, right, for like phones and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like that's just going away. It's just going to be back to YouTube again. So that pretty much failed. That was pretty quiet. I don't think we ever discussed that. It was over a month ago.
They never really made it a thing, right? Like it was there for years, but they never really like marketed it to anybody.
No, I don't think they did.
Like it just existed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it was just there.
Yeah, and I remember downloading the app and I had it for a couple weeks and I was like, well, I never go to that app. I just go to YouTube app, you know?
YouTube. You would just YouTube, right? You don't go to YouTube.
I was gonna say they kind of split the audience when they didn't need to. You know, there was just like one extra step that we didn't really need to go to. Like I don't need to go to a special gaming thing. I can just hit YouTube. Yeah. You know, just hit search what I want to look for.
So I know they're kicking themselves now. They should have like spun off like some other name, you know, and said this is a streaming app. You know, and
Stadia.
Yeah, if they would have just called it Stadia, people would have flocked to that and said, okay, it's between Twitch and Stadia, you know? But coulda, shoulda, woulda. It's all right.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's it on the Discord.
All right. Okay, we got some Facebook questions. You can ask your questions over at the Facebook group. And our first one's from John Jerome. And he asked, to solve the controversy, can we give Red Dead Redemption 2 the HGP 2018 Game of the Year title and replace that God of War mistake that nobody has talked about since?
Yes. Yes.
I say yes. Sure. God of War. What happened with God of War?
Well,
was what,
he's
$10
saying God of
now?
War. No, he's saying God of War won Game of the Year last year, right? For
Right.
horrible gamers. And he's saying since me and Mayo keep arguing that Red Dead Redemption 2 should be in Game of the Year this year, he's saying why not just say Game of the Year last year really should go to Red Dead Redemption 2, because he's saying that I still bring it up all the time. He's like, Jesus is still bringing it up, but he's like, you guys have never brought up God of War again since the Game of the Year show.
Yeah,
He's like, but Jesus is always still bringing up. He's always still bringing up Red Dead. He's always talking about it. He's always mentioning it. He's always saying he's played a little bit of it here and there. So as much as you guys liked God of War, it really didn't deserve Game of the Year because you guys are not bringing it up as much as you bring up Red Dead. Or even, for example, he said Dead Cells. He's like, you guys bring up Dead Cells more than you ever bring up God of War now. He's like, you guys don't talk about God of War. You talk about Red Dead all the time now.
It's PC, man. It's re-released.
And I agree with him because
yeah.
No, not even that, Gunny. Because of the guy told Mayo before the game even was announced for PC that I was about to buy it on PS4 again. So it's not just because it was released on PC that I'm playing it again. Had it not released on PC, I would have just bought it on the PS4 Pro and been playing it on that.
Yeah.
There's really something about the game that I genuinely love. Like I said it before and I'll say it again. This is the game for me of this generation, of this decade probably. Like as much as I love Skyrim, as much as I like The Witcher 3 and all those games are cool, I feel like for right now, Red Dead Redemption 2 is the game. And it could be dethroned by Cyberpunk, but we'll see about that next year. But as far as like 2019 back, this is the game that I love, man.
I mean, you're getting the online experience too, where God of War does not. It just doesn't have it, right? So it's not, you know what I mean? It's got that.
Yeah, I agree with that. But at the same time, I would rather replay.
Yeah.
I would still replay. I would replay Red Dead Redemption 2 over God of War.
Yeah, I mean it's continuous.
Like if I had a choice to like if you told me play one or the other one, like right now you have to replay this one or this one, I would replay Red Dead Redemption 2 over God of War. All I'm saying is John Jerome has a point. We should have really given it to Red Dead Redemption 2 last year. But you, Gunny,
I never played God of War last year. I didn't get the PS4 until 2019.
No, you didn't defend Red Dead Redemption 2 good enough against this fucking Canadian. God damn it.
Well, we said earlier, though, he didn't like it, though. We were like, oh, he didn't like it very well.
Now we're gonna, yeah, that's why. You see, Mayo has a point. You know what, Mayo? As a host now, and me were overriding Gunny and Ryan. And
So see, we're
Game of
getting
the
Ryan
Year
back
for
on for
last
the end of the year show,
goes to Red Dead.
and hopefully
Look,
Eric.
I won't bring up I won't bring up Red Dead Redemption 2 in the Game of the Year talk if we give it for it last year. But we didn't, so we have to bring it up again.
Ah,
It has to be brought up. We have to.
fine.
Had it won last year, I would have agreed with Ryan. Like, it shouldn't be brought up. But I mean, it didn't win. I think it deserves another shot.
All right. Here,
Let's be real.
hey, we make up our own rules here. This is how we do it.
It's gonna be Red Dead Redemption 2 or Death Stranding that's gonna win. I mean, let's be real. Not no stupid.
You've already called it. Well, I don't even need to be here then.
Not no stupid ukulele fucking garbage game that some bullshit Ryan played. I played this fucking ukulele fucking pinball shit. Fuck you, Ryan. Your shit's not gonna win this year, motherfucker. You.
It's gonna be Dead Cells
Bullshit
again.
Ass fucking Canadian
That will be
game.
contender.
No, fuck Dead Cells. You know what? I'm taking all the awards away from Dead Cells. Dead Cells has no awards now. Fuck you, Dead Cells.
No, I
It's
like
gonna
Dead
go to
Cells.
Ghost Recon.
Oh no!
Breakpoint.
God damn it, Mayo! I'm trying to defend you, Mayo. I'm trying to help you.
I know you're trying to help me, but you can't pick on Dead Cells. That's a great game.
You got to remember, we've
pick
got
on Ryan.
another Dead Cells lover here.
That might be my mobile game of the year. Even though I don't play mobile, it
What?
came out on mobile, so it just should automatically be mobile
What?
game of the year.
No, get the fuck out of
Its
here!
final release was
Oh my
on.
God.
It came out on everything as a final. It was in early access. Right?
What's that?
A Dead Cells. When did it come out officially? This year.
Yeah, it's
2019.
probably this year.
That's right.
But
All
it
I'm
came out
saying
to the
is
new
the game-
cell phone platform this year.
Rare.
Yeah, the categories.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The Dead
motherfucker.
Cells is the best.
I've seen that meme. That meme.
All I'm saying is this year the award has to go to Anthem for Game of the Year. Has
Oh
to.
yeah, there you go.
Okay, sure. It sold the most copies.
Game of the Year.
Why not?
Anthem apologists. I mean, what other good games released this year? Death Stranding is a good game, and it better not go to Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. Just no.
No, we still
It's a
got
good
Borderlands
game.
in there.
It's a good game, but I don't think it deserves Game of the Year. Borderlands.
I'm just saying, big name game.
Oh God, no! You fucking
We still got.
knowing you fuckers, it's probably gonna be stupid ukulele. Like I'm saying, it's gonna be some stupid ass game Ryan mentions.
It's Yuka and Laylee. That's the
Hey,
new
guys,
game.
some of the
I
big
play-
ones.
I'm
Some of the big
sorry,
ones
eh?
of the year,
I played
right?
some Canadian game.
Need for Speed Heat.
Oh,
Be Ryan's Game of the Year. Need for Speed.
Hey,
here's just a
Jesus,
couple real quick ones, Jesus.
You brought
Just from my notes I jotted down. We had Kingdom Hearts 3 this year.
That's right, Jesus. That's the one you brought
okay.
up last week. Yeah. Kingdom Hearts 3.
Apex Legends was this year. What about the one everybody forgot in Crackdown 3? That one came out this year.
Oh, true.
Wow! Holy shit! Did everyone forget about that? Holy
Yeah, they didn't get the
fuck!
best
That was
reviews.
the big Xbox one, right? Oh, Xbox
Yeah.
has been working on this for 10 years. Or the fuck you, Xbox, you suck.
I
What
remember
about
being all
Void
excited for
Bastards?
that game. Yeah, Void Bastards was this year. Devil May Cry 5. That was actually a pretty good game.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you ever played it, Jesus.
I think that's on
I
Game
never
Pass.
played it. No.
Mortal Kombat 2.
Game Pass.
Or 11, sorry.
PC.
Looked like a 2 when I was writing.
Hmm,
Total War 3 Kingdoms, Jesus.
Yeah.
I like that.
We had...
Oh, you know what's gonna go to Mayo? Mordhau, Game of the Year
yeah.
2019, hands down. Fuck you,
I didn't
guys.
play it, but we'd put, for the Switch, Fire Emblem was supposed to be really good.
Yeah,
You had the new Wolfenstein Youngblood.
Wasn't there a new Zelda
We
game?
had Control. Yeah, there was a Zelda game. It was Link's Awakening.
Gunny, is Control worth buying?
What is it
I
right
think
now?
it
It's
is.
like half
I
off,
almost
right?
bought it this week.
It's got a really good story. That's
mean-
one thing that keeps me interested in that game.
I found it. I mean, Control PC.
I think you'll really like the story.
I found it on this website called G2A. Is this a legit website?
I never go to that one.
It
I know,
has been around.
I'm pretty sure
G2A has been
IAM's
around for a while,
said it's
but they are
legit.
overseas. So sometimes you'll get, like, my bank charges me an overseas charge. So I have to go through PayPal and do it that way.
Well, I always buy shit. I never
Yeah.
put my credit card on.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've
But you
never
trust
had a problem with
CDs.
G2A.
It says Control Epic Key Global. Activate in the United States. 38.51. 30% off.
I almost picked Control up this on Black Friday. They had it for 25 Target,
For
but I didn't pick
PS4.
it up for the Xbox One.
You think it's worth it, Gunny? I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, because I'm only maybe a quarter of the way through the campaign. Just I have so many games that I'm playing, like Star Wars and stuff. It's like
I can go to Target and buy it right now, Gunny.
you might want to do that. Like maybe see if and then if you don't like it, you can always return it, or if possible, like buy the disc.
Sale ends today. Sale ends today, Gunny. Sale ends today.
I mean, at least you'll be able to play it before the end of the year. You might love it. Who knows?
Nah, I don't want. No, fuck this. I don't want.
I mean, the
this.
shooting is solid.
I don't want this fucking. I don't want this piece of shit ass game.
A couple other games. Jesus was another Switch game, Astral Chain. I heard that was really good.
Never played
That's
it.
another Switch exclusive.
Look, Ace Combat 7 came out this year. Sekiro, World War Z. I don't know. That's all I have.
Ghost Recon.
We'll see. I mean, we'll see. We shouldn't be having a discussion right now, guys. We should have.
Oh no, it's too early.
later.
It's too early. Thanks for
Definitely.
that question, John. The next one is from Nipron, Jonathan Arcelo. He says there have been a lot of disappointments in games this year. Which game do you wish it could be better, and what would you do to change it?
Wait, what was the question? Repeat that question.
There's been a lot of game disappointments this year. What game do you wish could be better, and what would you do to change it? Like a game that came out this year that you were disappointed in.
Death Stranding and have more first-person shooting in it.
We need more guns in Death Stranding.
More weapons.
I need a cardboard box I can hide under in Death Stranding.
From the BTs. More babies.
Yeah.
A stroller.
Babies that
That's what
cry.
it needed. A stroller for multiple babies.
I don't want to say a lot of disappointments. I would just say a lot of games came out.
Yeah, I'm thinking like Metro. I wasn't disappointed in the game. I'm towards the end because I don't finish games. But I don't know, just maybe a smaller map. Just the way they had like one of those desert maps, it was just way too big. But you can get this vehicle and use this tool to drive around, like use vice grips as a steering wheel or something in this hobo ass vehicle. But it's like, really, couldn't you just, I don't know, just shorten it up, please? I think the map was too big. A couple of them. Maybe better enemies instead of giant crabs. Let's see, what else? What else was a disappointment? I'm sure there was a couple more. The because I don't want to say
Could we consider? Go ahead, Gunny.
No, I was just going to say like something like where I was trying to get into some of those card games. But again, that's just my personal.
I was going to say Division 2, like everybody was all into that game for a while, but as soon as we hit end game, we all fell off of it.
Yeah.
I kind of kept
single
going.
one of us.
I kept going.
That
and then
raid
I
came out?
slowly went off of it.
Yeah, but none of us ever have been attempted the raid, I don't think. And I think the where I would have changed was where I had matchmaking, because we had to have a dedicated group at the time,
Right.
and without crossplay we couldn't get a big enough group to get into the raid. If they could have had some matchmaking where at least a small party of us could have got in on PC, and then just spilled it with some random players,
We
it would
should
have
do
been
that.
nice.
Maybe before the end of the year, Mayo, we need to get in there. Because you have it on PC as well, right? And
Yeah, I had a gear score of like 498 or something like that.
I think I'm like at like 488. Like I'm super close to probably where you're at right now. Because I do go back every, at least once a week or every 2 weeks, go in and grind a little bit. And yeah, we'll just go back in there and do the raid just so we can say we did it. That it can be your end of your discussions.
No,
Yes.
moving on.
It's a
Moving on
contender.
now.
All right. Next one from John. He says, so Death Stranding got mixed reviews and moderate ratings, and Hideo Kojima is blaming the Americans for the review because we're into first-person shooters. We talked about that earlier, and shooters in general. Jesus, what would you do to tweak or change to make the game a 10? To be the perfect game, Jesus, what would you change?
You don't want to ask me this shit. I think the game is fine. I would not. Personally, if I was giving it a score from what I played so far up to the middle of the game now, I would give it an 8 or a 9. But I mean, I don't think the game it's a bad game at all. Like, it's not a 10 because it's a little too slow at times. It could be paced a little bit faster, maybe, but it's not like a bad game at all. As far as everything, it's fine for me. Like the weapons are fine, everything's fine. So I don't know.
So really what you're saying
Cool.
is, if they added like urban assault vehicles and missile launchers, then it would probably be a 10
No, I
for
don't-
Americans, right?
No, it wouldn't even be that. No, it would be bad. It would be a bad game. Because what do you use that against? A PT? Like, you fucking stupid.
Yeah.
I just have a hard time giving the game a 10. Like, I haven't played it, but if I say I bought a PlayStation tomorrow, right, and I walk into the store and I seen Death Stranding sitting right beside God of War, and God of War was, let's say, wasn't on sale, like $20, and Death Stranding is $60, I'm buying God of War.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
And that game was more considered a 10 out of 10.
It's got
And
more
even if they were
action.
both the same
Yeah.
price, if they were the same price even, I would probably pick God of War over top of Death Stranding if I was new to the PlayStation.
yeah, you probably would. I would too, probably.
Yeah, it's just got that
And I'm not
instant
trying
action.
to knock the game. I'm just saying, as a new customer, I would much rather play God of War than I would Death Stranding. That might be like the
Boy.
third or fourth title I pick up, actually, if I bought a PlayStation.
Right. What about Spider-Man?
Yeah, that would be another one
Yeah.
I would pick up.
That's a good game. That's such a good game. Spider-Man, like, it is a really good game. Fucking it. I think it's really fucking good.
See, and I want the Game of the Year edition, Spider-Man. So maybe that'll
Gunny,
be a
just-
good Christmas gift. I can just-
Gunny, you get my Spider-Man right now on the PlayStation sale.
I know. There's a lot of things that I can purchase again. I'm waiting. I'm waiting to pounce on that PSVR. So I'm like holding off on, there's a couple things I saw in the store. I'm like, oh, I can get this. I can get that. But I'm like, oh, wait. I don't want to spend too much. So I got to wait.
Speaking
patient.
of PlayStation games, when I started thinking about them, I did read a little while back that Detroit Become Human is coming out on PC in December.
Oh, that's a great
So
game.
I can play that one soon.
That is a fantastic game. Highly recommend it. All right. Our next question from Sean Iamspoler. And he asked, if a diehard Xbox fanboy and a diehard PlayStation fangirl have a baby, what would their food be?
Their favorite food.
Yeah. I'm going to say
Wait,
must.
what?
If a diehard Xbox fanboy and a diehard PlayStation fangirl have a baby, what would their food be? Mushed carrots. There you go. I'm going to go with mushed carrots.
Bang energy drinks.
Parade Brussels sprouts.
Nope. Gunny, you're thinking healthy shit, Gunny. Motherfucker, this is a
I'm thinking
motherfucking gamer
nasty
baby,
ass
motherfucker.
green goo in a jar.
Motherfucker, this is a gamer baby. You're gonna put some motherfucking Bang energy in that baby bottle. You're gonna fucking crush up some Doritos and shit into some
That's all I was gonna
pureed,
say was
See, I was
Doritos and
thinking
Mountain
piss
Dew.
and shit and vinegar.
pureed Doritos with some Mountain Dew fucking dripping in there. You know, a little bit of Mountain Dew drips in there. Then you fucking feed that shit to the baby. Then you give him a baby bottle full of Bang energy and let that little fucker go wild. Jumping off the walls and shit. And then he'll crash eventually and go to sleep.
And then give him a Switch to go sit in the corner and play.
You can't have your PlayStation or your Xbox. Go play your Switch.
Go play your Switch. Go stream on Twitch right now and you're on your Switch.
It'll be a Switch baby. That's what it'll be.
Motherfucker, you. How long do you guys think it's gonna happen? One of these motherfuckers is gonna do it. It'll be Ninja or Shroud or somebody's gonna do it. They're gonna have a fucking kid. And their kid is gonna stream. Who's gonna do it first? Who do you think is gonna do it first, guys?
Ninja.
Who will be the youngest streamer on Twitch or Mixer or YouTube? There's gonna be a streamer on there. It's gonna be like a 3-year-old fucking kid playing some fucking. I play Mario.
150,000 followers.
Yeah, and
Well,
he'll have
right because
gonna have
remember
like
that
20 million followers, more than Ninja. They're gonna be on like ESPN covers and shit on esports magazines. The next.
Well, doesn't Twitch have an age limit? It have to be 13. Because wasn't that Sky High kid? He got ratted out for his age and he got banned. Like he had a huge account and it got taken down.
That's true.
So it's gonna have to be 13 unless Twitch or Mixer
deal.
changes
You get Ninja special deal with Mixer. Special
yeah.
deal. Hey guys, you know what? I'll leave Mixer if you guys don't let me put my kid on here. Sells out his kid for more views and money. Woo! American dream, motherfucker. Yeah.
He gives his kid blue hair.
Yeah.
Red hair. The opposite of Ninja. He'll be the opposite of Ninja. He'll be the non-ninja. He'll be the samurai. He'll call him samurai and he'll be ninja.
Jesus, we're thinking about it wrong. If his wife is blonde, he's got blue hair, she's got yellow hair. Yellow and blue make green.
Oh, snap.
Green hair.
Green hair, baby ninja, samurai. Call him little samurai. He streams all Fortnite games all day because he doesn't go to school. He's homeschooled by Ninja.
Right.
And Ninja streams 10 hours a day. So somebody's homeschooling him somehow. I don't know who, but somebody is. Yeah, there you go, guys. See, somebody's going to do it. There's going to be a league in the future for little kids to become rich and famous. I'm telling you, it's going to happen, guys. You think it's not? You think I'm full of shit? It's going to happen. Look at the little kid on YouTube. The little kid that, what the fuck's his name? He has a new game that just came out, like Racing with Ryan or something. On the Xbox, it just came out. Racing, like Race Ryan or something, or Racing with Ryan. That's a new game that just came out on what the fuck did it come out on?
Never heard.
It came out on Xbox. It came out on Xbox, and that's based on that little kid that does YouTube videos. And he's like the most monetized person on YouTube right now. He makes like $20-something million a year, $22 million a year.
Damn.
And that's just off of YouTube ads, like off of YouTube revenue. That's not like sponsorships. And then he still gets like free toys from like Hasbro.
Oh yes, him.
Companies.
Yeah,
dude. You've seen a little kid. He plays like, today I'm gonna open surprise egg, and then he fucking opens surprise egg. Opens up fucking Kinder eggs and shit and all kinds of shit.
What an intriguing thing where there's the video with his dad going, yeah, he's very bright. Just so confident in this kid. It's just amazing.
Gunny, if your kid was making $22 million a year, you would say whatever the fuck you wanted.
Absolutely.
My kid is genius, best, smartest kid ever in the world.
Yes.
He's made me rich. beyond my wildest dreams. And all I have to do is record him playing with his fucking toys and edit the videos. That's all I have to do is record him playing with toys and edit the videos, and we can live a super rich and successful, nice life. How nice.
Yeah, amazing. Man. All right. Oh, okay. Let's see. Next one from Sean. Oh, is this even a question? Okay. Is it possible to do a handstand and knit a sweater at the same time?
That would hurt your neck a lot.
I don't know. How about... What would you knit your sweater with? Your feet, maybe?
I was going to say, with these or feet?
Yeah.
I guess you guys are right if you use your feet.
Sure. So yeah, it is possible.
But not your fucking hands.
Myth
you
busted.
use your hands.
Or what if you do a
knitting.
one-handed handstand and then
just somehow knit
one-handed knit a sweater?
Maybe one hand and teeth.
That's some crazy fucking skills right there.
Speaking of that, it's actually kind of funny. Is I went to a Ohio State basketball game this weekend, and the mascot was doing the OHIO symbol by doing a handstand with his feet, which was pretty impressive. Yeah, he was doing a handstand on the center of the court, and he was doing the OHIO with his feet.
Did you ever watch that show? I don't know if it was on Netflix or whatever. I think it was on TV, but it was about mascots around the country, like how hard it is, like their job, how hard their job really is. Like it's about like mascots that like they're for all kinds of like basketball teams, college teams, sports, like football teams.
Mm-hmm.
It's mostly colleges and shit. Some of the fucking like NBA teams have mascots and shit too. So some of them too. But like they talk about like how hard they actually have to like compete against other mascots so they don't lose their jobs and shit. And like how hard they have to practice and be fit to like run around and fucking dunk and shit. Where you're wearing a big fucking chicken outfit or something, you got to be able to dunk on a fucking hoop.
on the way home from the game, actually, my wife was actually looking some of that up because we was talking about the Brutus mascot for the Buckeyes, and we were talking about how many there was. So she Googled it, and there's I think 6 of them, and only one can be on the court at any given time. But I was like, I wonder if they have that one that kind of practices with, like, say, the cheerleader squad that he was doing the handstand and the OHIO, and they have one that probably is just more of a people person that runs around out in the stands, and one that does the football game. But she was reading like some of the things, and they were saying, in the mask, on an average, it's like 40 degrees warmer in the mask than whatever the environment is. Dude. And how Gatorade is their best friend because it's so hot and dehydration is such an issue in like basketball games or indoor games.
Yeah. Can you imagine how fucking hot it is in that thing? And like the crowd, especially when it's like a packed stadium and it gets kind of warm in there already, Mm-hmm. Oh, fuck that. Gunny's like, fuck you guys. Shut up. Let's move on.
All right. Okay.
Next question, Gunny.
All right. What's our next one here? Brian Tulp Jr. He asked about Black Friday deals. We answered that. But he also wants to know what pet peeves do we have, whether they be gaming related or not. What pet peeves? What are our little pet peeves, guys?
I really don't have too many pet peeves. I can't think of anything. I'm sure I have something though.
I know he's asked this before, and I remember, and it's probably the same answer as I had before, where, how like you'll come up to a parking lot and you'll see maybe somebody with their larger truck and they're taking up 2 parking spots. When they park sideways. Yeah. Like, Gunny's don't get near my vehicle,
Exactly how Gunny parks when he pulls up to the parking lot.
My Jeep. Yeah.
He's like, how dare that jerk take up 3 parking spots? Those are mine.
That's my parking spot. Yeah.
Gunny parked his Jeep sideways on top of a fucking sidewalk on the curb and shit. Just fucking parks it wherever he wants.
Right.
I did that with my truck last week, actually. This lady wouldn't move.
Ooh.
We ended up exchanging words.
One of the things I don't like is people not putting their carts away, like their shopping carts. I fucking hate that.
Yeah. The one that gets me is where it rolls away. Like, let's say it's like a little bit of a slope. Like, they don't put it away, and then it just ends up rolling into traffic, you know?
Just boom.
Yeah, and it hits a car.
Stupid ass fucking people.
That
There's
one gets
that.
me.
Yeah.
I park at a lot of parking lots.
Gunny, do you ever get the one where do any of your son, does he ever like put something in the fridge and it's pretty much empty?
Yes,
You know,
he
he
does
puts
that.
the
Like
milk
the
back in
orange
the
juice, you drink it, and
but he
you
does
leave
that.
this
There's
much.
nothing in the carton. It's a couple drips.
Yeah, he does do that. The wife gets on him like, "What'd you put?"
Milk carton.
Yeah, there's
Suck
nothing
this
left
much
in
left
it. Why'd you put it back?
Yeah, or like I know some of my kids, we have like Cheez-Its on hand. It seems like all the time in a box, and I'll go open the cupboard and there'll be a box of Cheez-Its in there, and I'll go to pick it up, and it's got like 2 Cheez-Its in it. And I'm like, really? You couldn't finish the 2 Cheez-Its, you know?
Right.
Nice.
That's funny. All right, our next one. Let's see. From John Jerome. He wants to know, will there be a Patreon or community vote for the Game of the Year show? And can that vote be the tiebreaker if the hosts are split on the decision for the title? Not a bad idea, John. Yeah.
That's actually a pretty good idea.
Yeah, we need a Patreon vote.
I know we're gonna do it. We're gonna definitely do community polls and shit, but should we like preemptively send the list over to our Patreons of our Game of the Years?
Hey, Gunny, does that mean we get 2 votes?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, what does that mean for you
Right?
guys? Say, fuck no. You guys are disqualified. What the fuck kind of bullshit
Oh,
is
man.
this?
We got to change our name on Patreon.
Yeah.
Change your name.
I will not let anybody hurt me again.
Fucking Mandalorian. Oh man. Yeah.
All right.
I don't know. We'll figure it out, John.
Yeah,
Soon.
that's a good idea, John. Make it more interesting. But our next one from Brian, he asked if you can go into the military branch at whatever level you want because your gamer scores are so awesome. What branch would you want to go into and for what reason?
At any level?
Any level.
Just go in. At what level do I get to fly Apache helicopters?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's like a fighter pilot.
Or let me fly a fucking jet. You know what I mean? Like, hell yeah, dude. I'll go in. Put me in. I think it's lieutenant, right? You could fly jets, lieutenant.
I'm
Tell me,
thinking,
Gunny. I don't know. Gunny, do you know this, Gunny?
I know this one. I don't know. Okay, so I want to go in the Air Force. And I want to go in like Top Gun, but I want to be that, the captain or whatever the fuck level he is. You know, the one that's doing the training at Top Gun school. I don't know. I just feel like that would be amazing. That would be awesome.
I'm trying to look up Air Force rank structure. It's not really helpful here.
I wouldn't be the gunnery sergeant.
You don't want to be a gunnery sergeant? That's exactly what you should.
I'm already the gunnery sergeant. Yeah. Let's see. We'll see. See, what would he be? Wait. So. Okay, would he be the airman first class? Or senior airman? Let's see. Airman first class is the 3rd enlist rank. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I'd want to be like the general of anything, but I'd want to be the lead.
Yeah, it sounds kind of
Kind
boring
of like a
to be
colonel,
like the top,
but for the Air
like,
Force.
like being the top guy of any branch probably sounds pretty boring, right? Like, that don't
Right,
really
because
do
you have to
nothing.
be at like the Pentagon and have to deal with politics.
Yeah, all you're doing is making decisions and sending people to go do shit. You know, like you're never like doing anything cool.
Yeah.
You're like, you guys are gonna go do here and do this, and then you just pretty much tell people what to do, and then you just like sit there and look pissed off next to the president at every picture opportunity. You know what I mean?
Right.
You go sit next to the president when he's talking in big press conferences, and you stand there and you look all pissed off, and then you're like, yeah, Yeah.
Yeah, so I think it's just called the E3 Airman First Class. Something like that. That's where I want to be. Top Gun.
I want to fly. I want to fly shit and drop bombs and shoot shit. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, America. Fuck yeah.
Hoorah, sir. That's a Marine, sorry. Our next question from Jonathan Hall. He wants to know, what's the last game you paid money for and still haven't touched? Let's see. Mine is...
Wolfenstein Youngbloods.
But you played that one, didn't you?
A little bit, but like literally we did one mission.
Yeah.
It's not like I even got like a quarter of the way to that game. We saw one mission, Gunny, me and Mayo, and that's all we played.
Yep.
One mission. And we kept dying a lot in that mission too in the end. That was rough.
So let's see. Oh, so I've got two of them. One of them is that Shadow of the Colossus. And I always forget the name of the other one that came, I think I know it came out in 2017. I don't know, it's got those large animal things. It looks beautiful on the PS4, by the way. But I haven't played it. I think I finally got the wrapper off of the game.
Yeah, Shadow of the Colossus, right?
No, there was another one that came out earlier than that.
Oh, with the big dog thing?
Yeah, it might have been. I don't see
The
it
big
here.
the dog angel thing. What the fuck's that called? The Last Guardian?
No, I never got that one either. But yeah,
What are
I
you
just
talking
don't.
about?
I just don't see it here on the list at all. What about the? Oh,
Have
I
you
know.
played The Last of Us?
Yeah, I played that back on PS3.
Oh, okay.
I know there's Persona 5 and shit like that, but what's the other one that
Should
I
I
bought?
get Persona 5? What is Persona 5, Mayo? What is Persona 5?
I don't know. I haven't played it myself.
Oh, here it is. Horizon Zero Dawn. I haven't even taken it out and installed it yet. So yeah,
I hear that's a really good game.
Yeah, it is a really good game, actually, Gunny. You should play that.
yeah, still playing my God of War, people.
What is Persona 5 is $10 right now, Mayo.
You know, I think I heard that in a podcast about what the game is, and I thought, really? Wow, it actually sounds super interesting, but I'm not sure if it's...
Isn't it like a huge RPG or something? Isn't that what it is?
I don't even know for sure.
Like a huge Japanese RPG, right?
I'm not into JRPGs, so
Like it's like a loved JRPG. Like people fucking say it's like one of the best games ever made. Ever made!
Yeah, I heard it got really good reviews.
Didn't that Shenmue game come out recently too? Getting that Shenmue
Oh yeah,
3 or whatever?
that did release, I think. I think it released a few days yesterday, was it?
Right?
Officially?
Yeah. Shenmue 3 or whatever?
Yeah, that was
$60
the one that was I don't know, it was backed by whatever that website is, and then initially
Yeah.
yeah, and then PlayStation said, "Oh no, we're going to cover the cost on it," but somebody else ended up buying it or helping develop that game. But I don't know about reviews. I haven't heard anything. So
Damn, there's a lot of things on sale, Gunny. $4.99 for the Frozen Wilds DLC for Horizon Zero Dawn.
damn. Oh, see, I'm trying to stay away from that PlayStation store until I get the VR.
Get in this PlayStation store, Gunny. Get in
No,
this
I'm not turning on my PS4. No.
Turn
I
it
need my
on, Gunny.
PSVR.
Turn it on. Turn it on. Turn it on.
See, I ended up buying Shadow of the Colossus on there on sale, and still haven't played it. So, okay, don't tell the wife that. She'll be like, "What? So you're not getting no PlayStation VR?" But you figure that kid in there, that's mama's baby right there, right? And he wants his PC VR, but he's not going to get it. It's not going to happen.
That's right. You tell him, Gunny. You
Been a
fucking
bad
tell him.
kid. Not until he does his homework next year.
Next year.
hey, Gunny, I want to piggyback off this question about games that were purchased and weren't played. Do you have Steam open right now?
Yeah, actually I do.
Or can you? Okay. I'm curious, what's the very first game you ever bought on Steam?
Oh, let me see. You know,
So
there
you
was a
can check
couple that
this. So if you
came. Oh, how do I tell?
if you click on your account, if you go to the top right where it says your account name and click on it,
Okay.
and under account, go to account details,
Well,
and
so
then the
not under
top
my
box
name?
it'll say view purchase history.
It's not.
Yeah. Go where your name's at in the top.
There's activity, profile on that
If you
section, or
click
do I
on
got
your
to go to
name,
the Steam?
uh,
Oh,
on Steam.
okay.
So go to your name on the top right, and then you click on your name, and it'll say view profile. Account details is the one you want.
Okay, account
So
details.
click on account details. So under store and purchase history, go to view purchase history, and it'll show you all your whole purchase history.
Okay.
And then scroll to the bottom, and what was your first game? Out of curiosity.
All right, it's kind of just not bringing anything up for me. Oh, here it is. Okay, account details. Then where do I go from here? Preference? No, account?
The top box, it has a top box that says, I'm going to pull it up again.
Oh, view
And it
purchase
says
history.
under store and purchase. Yep.
Okay, hit purchase history. So November 10th was City Skylines, the one I put like 1,000 hours into.
That was the first game you ever bought? If you scroll all the way down.
Oh, okay. So sorry. Yes, Arma 3 Apex edition.
When was it?
November 13th, 2016.
So,
But
you said
actually, you know
Arma?
what? If you back up to October 2nd, 2016, it's the City Skylines. That was for
Nice.
$10, yeah. And it's funny about that Arma 3, like I tried to get into it, I just didn't. That one's not something you just want to jump into with a mouse and keyboard. You know, if you're coming from a console.
Mine was the Sega Genesis Classic Collection in September of 2011.
Wow.
It was $7.49.
Okay, cool.
Good stuff.
Anything else, guys?
Oh, one other
Anything
question.
else?
One other question we have from Betterholic. Jesus, he wants to know, have you played the game of the year yet? Slay the Spire. You can play that on the Xbox Beta
What?
app.
God.
That's his
damn it,
question. It's not me putting that in there.
Gunny. No, I haven't played that hobo ass shit.
It's a cool card game. You got to play Slay the Spire.
Okay, guys. Yeah, we'll play that shit.
All right, but I think that's all we have for questions.
All right.
Yes.
Get us out of here, Gunny. Get us the fuck up out of here.
Fine. Go find me, guys, on the Xbox Live, Steam, Uplay, all that stuff under gamer tag Gunny Chief. What about you, Mayo? Where do we find you?
You can pretty much find me everywhere as the Mayo one, and then on Discord is as the Mayo.
The Mayo.
The Mayo.
And you can find me on everything Jesus Walks a Lot. That is my gamer tag. Jesus Walks a Lot. That's JESUS Walks a Lot. Capital JWA. Everything else is lowercase, no spaces. Find me. Ba-ba-bum. Ba-ba-bum.
What does Gidget say,
And
Jesus?
sorry for like the no news this week, guys, but there's really like no fucking news. We're not kidding when we say there's no news.
Nobody screwed up this week. I can't believe it.
Yeah.
I was hoping for like some Blizzard news or something,
Crazy
but that's
shit.
kind of died
Nothing.
out.
Nothing.
They're too busy trying to get us to buy stuff right now for Black Friday.
Yeah,
And they're like, yeah, we're just focusing on you buying stuff.
Damn it. All right.
Anyways, we're out of here. Peace out, Brussels sprouts. We'll catch you on the next week's edition of the Horrible Gamers Podcast. Goodbye.
And good night.
See ya.
Good morning. Enjoy your commute.